Hello, everybody. My name is the Dark Jack, and I am a
42.
dungeon master. No. Today I'm running a game of the Western Trail for me and my friends.
I thought it was Call of Cthulhu.
We actually, no. Starting off from the very left and moving forward, to this week, we actually have him, the man who shall not be named, so I'll skip past him. We have Zaltu playing as Castor, the monk of many names. Or no names.
Enabled him.
Many names, including Castor and Redacted.
Moving on, we have Chef playing as Clayton Draze, the right hand of the gunslinger. Pow pow.
With just the one name, but I should probably get more because I am on a bounty poster.
I'm pretty sure everybody's on a bounty poster by this point.
Yeah.
I haven't killed a single person.
You've killed people. I've seen you kill people.
I mean, bad guys.
Yeah, the law loves to see it that way.
No, I swear, I killed him, but he was a bad guy, you see?
You jumped 20 feet from a balcony and shoved a lemon down his throat. That can hardly be seen as self-defense.
Moving on.
Preventative self-defense, Your Honor.
He can't hurt me if he's not around to hurt me anymore. Speaking of people on bounty, on people who are wanted for many different things, Gerald is playing as Lucius, the devilish bard tender.
My name may not be Chef, but I do have culinary skills and bartending.
He does. And then the last one, our favorite man from that place, the motherland. Spooky is playing Simon Nikiforov, the Russian spellslinger.
And Spooky had to step out for a second.
So
therefore, I shall just give his rendition of a Russian accent. Yeah.
It's so in character. Do you want to just play him?
Yeah, I've dabbled in a wizard or two, but it's really complicated. I'm just gonna stick with my warlock.
Okay.
I've dabbled in a wizard myself.
He never called back. Don't you just love it when they give you the wrong sending stone? Anyway.
Teleportation sigil was not.
It's just a single sending stone that always goes to a rejection hotline.
Oh man. So we are going to go ahead and recap last week, but not only last week. But yeah, last week. Who would like to do that? Who would like to do this thing for
I'll
me?
do it.
Alright.
I was at work.
Alright, and now that you are all caught up to speed.
So in the last session, we had a brief, one-off side quest adventure to avoid having to start an entire chapter without a member of our party. But we noticed that there were a lot of missing person cases around the town of Riverdale. And the leader of the Mercy's denizens asked us to look into it because good old boy Frank had gone missing, and we needed to go find him immediately, as he is one of the only people I've met with character. And
he had a name.
He did. It was, and he had flaws and good character trait. Anyway, point is, we all went into the woods. We very quickly succeeded on some checks that led us towards a troll cave, where I was able to show off a new spell, only for the thing I summoned to be ripped apart in the very fucking first turn. And then we had to deal with these two trolls in a cave, which came down to a lot of bard spells, cutting words, fireballs, and just a lot of Eldritch Blasts that didn't hit anything. And then we headed back to town. We're able to at least say that this threat was done and taken care of. And as a result, we were given the book of whey protein
Mormon.
and how to get gains. And Simon increased his swole level by 2 while he was for 6 days.
So there's been even more downtime,
We're doing the recap. Nice.
and I would like to know how people have spent the last 6 days.
Getting swole.
Well, yeah, you look like you got veins. Your muscles are bigger. You look like more of a Russian every day.
Pushing the limits on this white shirt.
My only plan was to try to find some type of individual or situation where I could learn about the crystal mining operation, like where they're harvested from, complications and things that occur, history of it, that kind of stuff.
Right. Castor, how have you been spending your time since you got back from Lexington?
Brooding.
The top of a building.
Wearing all black, inspired by a bat. A bat costume.
Yes, yes.
He's ridiculous. He's Catwoman.
Simon. No, that's Simon. I already asked you, Simon. Why are you trying to explain yourself twice? Lucius,
Look, I'm happy about it.
how have you been spending the past 6 days?
Drinking.
All right. So you
Serving drinks and drinking them.
you are your best customer. Let's get some of this going. Clayton, you've been tracking stuff down. You've been chasing any lead you can, and there's been some things that you've been able to learn. Mainly from people that make it their business to make sure that these crystals aren't in the hands that they were originally supposed to be in. But generally, from what you understand, there is supposed to be, like... Generally, these crystals are owned by the government. Even before they're mined, they are owned by the US government. They are theirs, and the only thing in a legally binding contract that it all gives anybody else any type of right to them is by buying them from the government. They are mined up by private companies. Obviously, it's too much work to just put on the government, but the government pays for it all. And it's generally, it's not the bestest transportation method, but everything kind of goes in through every town and whatnot, just trying to get its way more eastward towards closer to the capital. And it's always like a big Haugen metal carriage, like a safe deposit carriage,
Like an armored train.
Yeah, it's an armored train. It's stuff like that. This stuff is on like special services type of guard. It's not like your standard fare lawman.
Okay.
And it's all transferred there. Generally, the idea around mining it is something you've learned is that all the crystals are broken up into like fist-sized, no bigger than that, for easy transportation out of the caves, and stuff like that. Generally, though, what you've learned when trying to figure out how they work is that nobody can give you a straight answer. People have theories, but generally everybody that's kind of like researching it is hired by the government. It is usually stuff you get like the idea from the more opposite end of the criminal side of things, that this stuff is like, yeah, there's red tape all over it.
All right.
Right. Okay. Generally, there's not too many people outside of government employment that are researching these type of things. They are fairly new, though. You know that you've actually found out that while maybe similar things have been found elsewhere, this particular type of crystal is only found in this region of the world. And on top of that, this stuff has only been mined up recently due to colonization. So like the past 20-ish years. So at the very beginning of the like 1800s, this stuff has been being mined up and whatnot. Obviously, with the proper know-how and technology, you can utilize the magic inside of it as if kind of like using a spell slot. Generally, it's something that's not, you can't really just do it. It requires some special training. But generally, some some machines can be used, like steampunky devices, use the energy of the crystals, and that's not something you've generally seen in this area of the world necessarily. But the more east you go, and definitely if you go to Europe, you would find more of these machines, as that's kind of like generally where a lot of this stuff is being developed and whatnot. But definitely not out in the West, the Wild West of the United States. You don't see too many of the machines that they tote around there. But after a while, it's just like you're searching around, and outside of any of that stuff, mainly dead ends.
Yeah. Noted.
So you're just after the 6 days, you're at the Horde. You're sitting down, having a drink, realizing you've exhausted all of your connections, except maybe one, but you haven't asked him yet. And this is all that you've pretty much gotten on the matter.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Sounds like we need to buy the government.
It's an option.
An option.
Hey, how angry do you think the government would be if we just started blowing up their minings?
Extremely.
I'll take
There might be a wanted poster upgrade.
I
You know, they say the
heard
higher you're in the bandit trade, the higher your bounty, the more famous you are.
have a dumb idea, but I don't know if it would work.
Tase the crystals. I was thinking the same
thing. Yeah, I was thinking of dumping a spell slot into them somehow.
I said that as a joke because I was thinking that, and I was like, that's probably stupid.
Yeah, considering that you're
the same wavelength.
That's what I was thinking about, just dumping a 3rd level spell slot into this. But again, as a warlock, I can only dump a 3rd level into it, and maybe we would want a controlled environment and not maximum power just from the start.
I'm also not a enchantment wizard either, so I'm not the best at making things imbued with magic, you know?
Well, enchantment wizards different. They're like mind enchantment.
Well,
they're not
the
like
same
object enchantment. That would be like a transmutation or like an artificer.
Well, yeah, but I thought saying transmutation would be dumb. I don't actually know what any of these schools are. I just know that I've played 2 of them.
Sorry.
Evocation and War Magic, the School of War.
No,
Yeah, that's gun.
he's only played evocation and necromancer, I think.
No.
He knows. He's been there for both of them.
Oh yeah. Right. I don't. Well. All right. Anyway. The
any-
only other. This
any
is
questions?
not including me asking Jex, right?
You
That was the one.
you haven't asked him quite yet. Well, you might be on good terms with him. He's always been the more, not generally intimidating, but definitely imposing.
Mhm.
An imposing presence. So it's just like you're going up the list. At the very end of the list that you have written down, there's one name, is Jext. You suppose you could
I would-
ask him.
I would probably like to get his take on it just before we start experimenting and fucking with shit.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna. Is Jex in? Is he in the bar?
That is why you're here. You're basically just working up the liquid courage to go saddle on next to him at the bar and drink with him instead.
Okay, cool. This is gonna be great. I'm just gonna down the last of whatever I got. I'm just gonna.
Of course, Lucius is behind the bar.
I imagine where he has about like 3 books in front of him right now of like random shit that like he thinks will help with the crystal stuff. And it's just like, this is getting me nowhere. And so he just like closes them all up and puts them away, and then it's just gonna casually approach, as casually as one approaches a dragon.
Man, what is
Yeah.
this Necronomicon for?
Doesn't help. You go to kind of just sit over by him, and without even looking up from his own drink, he just says, "Hi, Clayton. What can I do you for?"
Hey, I've been kind of following a lead on something, bashing my head against the wall just a little bit. I just wanted to come. I have an idea. I just wanted to run some things by you because I figured, you know, Who better than to talk about something than you?
He just kind of like raises an eyebrow at you.
I didn't believe it when it came out of my mouth. Look, you've been around a while. Not to talk about your age, but there's
You're
something
old as
that's
fuck, boy.
there's something that's been gnawing at me. After I went on a hunt with the Mercy's denizens, there was a situation where there's an owl bear made of crystals.
I heard about that.
Yeah, as we took it down, it kind of turned into smaller crystal animals that have all since dissipated from the area. But also we're, and he kind of looks around the bar for a second. He goes, "We're in possession of one such crystal animal, and it doesn't seem to be animate at the time, but it's disconcerting. I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts, knowledge, or warning ahead of time. I don't like the music kicked up during this talk."
Did I kick it up? I thought I've tried to kick it down.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like it was just stopped for me, but like in the middle of talking, it kicked up, and I was just like, "Oh no, I have overstepped."
Immediately fought like you get. No, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. Would you care to share this thing?
If you want to take a look at it, I could ask Simon. He's been holding on to it for a bit.
He's totally just doing workouts in his room right now.
Yeah. I imagine like he's even done with the workouts. He's just still doing it because he's like, "Woo."
Yeah, it's just good to keep muscle.
It's better than protein, you know. The book.
Just always.
Do you want me to go get him, or should we go up to him? How you wanna?
I can go for a walk.
All right, cool. It will not be that long. His room is upstairs.
He follows after you as you're going upstairs, and Simon, who is currently using the support beam to do pull-ups, you hear a knock at your door.
Immediately, I lock eyes with Molotov, and I'm just like, I know I wasn't expecting anyone.
Just like you and Molotov have a telepathic connection.
A little bit.
And something that it's been worrying, but it's something that he does say sometimes. He's just like, perhaps it is souls for the fire. He just ruffles his feathers.
Yeah, perhaps. Just being like, yeah, sure, maybe that is it. He's just gonna like get down and just open the door, and he's like visibly sweaty.
Get down on it. Clayton's just like, "Oh, Simon, get you at a bad time, or?"
Yeah.
All right. Well, just good to know where I'm sitting at. I got Jexed here, and I was talking to him about that little bug that you've got a hold on. I just thought that we could take a look at it.
The Zowl.
No, not Molotov. I'm talking about the little beetle, the crystal one. I forgot what you named that one.
He's just like staring at you, and he's like racking his brain, and then he's like, "Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think it's in my old coat."
Okay,
He
well,
just like opens the closet and ruffles through it. Just produces the beetle.
all right. Okay. How does the beetle look? Is it still twitchy?
It doesn't appear to be too twitchy right now. It seems fairly inanimate as you kind of hold it up. Jex takes a look at it.
Okay, maybe just a little more care and attention. Let's just sit down. Let's take a look at this thing.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, he'll
it appears to be one of those magical crystals that they've been mining up here recently. However, it seems to be carved in the shape of a beetle.
Right.
Well, that is my expertise.
Alright, so just on a scale of 1 to 10, with your infinite wisdom, how dumb do you think it is to just start dumping magic into this and see what happens? If one were to have access to magic, you know.
Which I do.
to my understanding, these things hold magic. If this thing still has magic within it, it's probably would maybe explode. I don't know. It's at that time though. It's like while you guys are thinking that it moves and begins to walk on his hands, and Jex just kind of like looks at it.
Yeah.
He looks up at you with a very inquisitive face. You're not doing that, are you?
No. If I was doing that, it would have done something funny, like pooped on your hand or something.
He looks over to Simon.
I did not think it can poop.
Oh.
He looks over to the
I
owl.
didn't think it could walk. It was definitely Molotov.
Yeah, no, he's telepathic or something.
It's not me. I have no soul energy to empower such a thing. Nobody else hears this. Only Simon.
He says it's not him.
All right. Well, I trust him. He seems like a very nice bird.
So, something I would like to know about summon familiar or find familiar is that when you summon it, you pick either fiend, celestial, or fey as its type. You have found that you cannot summon anything other than a fiend. So that owl doesn't appear to be fiendish at all, but anybody that would detect such things would know that that is absolutely some sort of devilish familiar.
Yeah, and I cannot summon anything but this here owl.
It's just a devil owl.
Let me take a look at that. I'm gonna make an Arcana check.
On the crystal or the owl?
Yeah, the crystal.
I'm gonna be honest right now. With any type of check, you wouldn't be able to. You don't know. You just don't know. This isn't something you've heard of. I mean, there's animate objects, right? But this is clearly who casted it, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you, I casted Identify, and it told me too much, and now I don't know what it's saying. It's giving me like atomic structure.
All right.
What's an atom?
Yeah, I'm not.
Nothing. What's an atom with you?
All right. Shit. Fuck. Well, I know one person that knows crystals and one person that knows magic. If it's magic crystals, theoretically, if we get them together in a room, only good things can happen.
Well,
Who are you referring to?
Castor is the only one I know who knows crystals. So Lucius would just see Clayton lead Jex upstairs and then come down. And he's just like, I gotta find Castor. It's weirder than I thought.
Where's Castor?
I'm
3 towns over. No.
I'm back in Lexington. You know.
No.
I'm perched on top of the church's steeple.
doing the same workout Simon was doing, using the cross as a pull-up bar.
Gonna get myself higher than the Lord, you know.
Yeah.
Clayton walks over and just kind of calls up and he's like, Hey, Castor, can I tear you away from your? Is this like therapy to you? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Yes. Can you please tell him to leave? And there's just that same that same priest.
Oh,
he's bald. He's
Father.
old. He's drinking out of a flask. His
Father,
The Christ's blood.
he's defacing my holy monument here. And he just kind of like leans on a wall and it cracks and some wall falls off.
I hate to be that guy, Father, but I don't. I think that him being up there might actually add to the structural integrity. But Castor, we got some weird stuff going on. I would enjoy your input on, as I, but a humble country boy, do not understand crystal beetles moving and shit.
Of course, yes. My infinite intellect will allow us to overpower this. I forget what IQ stands for.
Intelligence quotient.
Right. This intelligence quotient puzzle.
Yeah. Basically.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. I'm gonna. Is there a is the roof sloped of the church? What's left of the roof?
there's half a roof.
I want to kind of like jump down, and then like slide off it, and fall to the ground, very very supplely.
You can do that. It's
Like,
beautiful. Moving on. No. No, you do the equivalent of a Castor move.
Yeah.
The equivalent. Isn't that all I can do technically?
You slide down the roof. You do a flip. You land gracefully. 10 out of 10.
On the priest.
The priest does not
Murdered
appreciate
Nancy
it.
Emily.
Doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know. Nobody knows what a dab is.
I'm inventing it. I've born the shitpost into the world.
Please don't.
Wonderful move. It's just this way, and I'm gonna lead Castor back.
Follow.
While you're the four of you, Jex is there too. While you are walking back to the horde, something you've noticed is that Mosin's boys are currently riding in on a cart. And they just seem to be yelling like, "Yahoo! We finally got our figs fucking score!" And on the back of the cart, there seems to be a large tarp over the back of the cart.
Does it look like there's any explosives under that tarp?
No, you don't know. The tarp is
No.
covering it.
Hey boys, good ride.
Oh, you know it, man. We made it big. We went to one of them fucking mines. You know, the one they've been digging out. We fucked
All right,
around in
when's the
there.
next siege?
Wait, I'm sorry. Real quick, like the crystal mines.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, we thought instead of stealing it straight from an armored vehicle, we do the next best thing. You just go ahead and take control of an entire mine out a big old chunk ourselves. Big old chunk. I'm saying, this thing's the size of a fucking giant, I swear. And he's just looking at the back. It's a huge math. It's at least 5 times your size.
Real fast.
Whatever's underneath.
You understand that that's basically like having a job, right? You guys just mine.
They look at you. One of them just slaps the other one on the front of the car. See, I told you, man. We're gonna make it big. We can sell this off to one of them bigger corporations, whatever. Than one of them wizard types, and I'm sure they love this big old. And then all of a sudden, the tarp raises, and a massive column of crystal juts out from it.
Oh
And
God!
hits the man
fucking
who's
damn it.
talking.
Why didn't you break it, you dumb fucks?
However,
You're
instead of
supposed to break it down to fist-sized
this is-
pieces of shit.
this is important, because instead of obliterating him, you definitely hear an unsatisfying crack of his back breaking in half. But the crystal holds onto him. And you see that the person who is currently gasping for air as all wind has been knocked out of him is being absorbed into this clear crystalline structure and surrounded by this black mist that you have come to know as what these crystals look like.
Clayton is gonna pull out a signal whistle and just blow it. Just oh God! Oh, everyone, all hands on deck. Something messed up.
Rape whistle.
Basically.
I would like to go ahead and we can get something called initiative rolled out here.
I knew
I
this would
guess
happen.
Lucius is like inside the bar, so it's like not super far away for him, right?
Yeah, no, this isn't too terribly far. But Lucius, you definitely hear screaming as the other bandit is screaming out, and I would like to know what you guys roll on initiative.
I would like you to display initiative so that it shows up.
I'll be right back. My mom is calling me for something.
Wow, having a mom.
Couldn't imagine.
Imagine.
Why can I not? Oh, I know why. I know why. I know what I'm doing wrong. That's fine. I'm used to it.
I rolled perfectly average.
I rolled my average.
There we go.
Golems. Golem.
Clayton just said he left, right?
His mom called him.  'em. 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 '
So Lucius, how do you respond to suddenly hearing some sort of crash and screaming out in front of the bar?
Yeah, I'm obviously gonna like hear all that and like be like literally gun outside and be like, what the fuck was that noise?
As soon as
and
you
then just see this monstrosity.
Yeah, you see that the tarp is ripped off as the person is still being absorbed inside, but you see him slowly disintegrate as he is consumed by this black mist inside of this clearish crystal. And the other
so
away
cool
from
that man didn't just die.
It's still pretty cool. It wasn't cool. We really need to keep the beetle crystal away from this thing. It's gonna try.
In the time that Clayton was getting Castor, Simon has built a little house of books to keep the beetle in.
You're holding the cage of books. I'm just waiting for Clayton.
That rhymed. We
Bruh.
did it, guys.
Are we level 5? I'm level 5, right?
Yeah, you're level 5.
Level 5. Holy shit, dudes! We leveled up last time, but yeah. That means my unarmed strikes are more powerful now.
Sick.
Oh, sick.
Which I
Marshall
completely forgot about.
Holy
Okay.
shit, goats. Just
It's a
don't touch the alcohol or I'll touch your asses.
Someone say touch my ass!
Touch your ass.
I wanna touch your ass!
There's a standstill, a pause. There's nothing.
This is a worldo.
It's just the worst possible time for Clayton to get up and leave.
For Mama Clayton.
Mama Draze.
Is my improvised weapon is still 1d4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you get the Tavern Brawler feat, in which case all improvised weapons you're proficient with. But that's not how. I know that's not how. That doesn't give the designation of muck weapon to them, though. However,
I can't choose unarmed or improvised weapon as a Kensei weapon.
no, I don't think so.
I would totally do that though.
Unless you got like Shillelagh.
I could just choose like
Close.
wooden stool, and then just throw chairs at people for extra damage.
What's that one spell that lets you like make ranged attacks using your wisdom or something like that? It's like you can enchant a rock and just throw it really hard.
Yeah, it's I think it's called Pebble. I don't know. I think it's called Throw Rock. It's a very intrinsic spell.
I'm thinking of catapult. That's what it was.
Yeah. Or not. I don't know. I thought it was a cantrip. Like,
it's not a thing. I'm pretty sure it's a cantrip.
There's a cantrip where you imbue rocks and you can chuck rocks as if they're weapons.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Or you could just pick up the rock and throw it, and that's still a pretty good weapon.
Nah, it sucks.
You are proficient in the rocks you pick up with this spell.
Sick.
I don't know about you. I don't practice rock throwing as a martial art.
Oh, clearly.
I
Clearly
should.
you're not a Tau monk.
A vandal monk who practices rock throwing.
Yes.
Should we bypass Clayton for now and continue combat?
If it's better for you.
Because it sounds like he's not coming back for a bit now.
I mean, do you want me to go check?
Yeah, if you could.
You can go check, and I can go to the bathroom while we're sitting around waiting.
And break.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I mean, it is 8, technically.
Well, I mean, we've only been going for an hour now.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
But I mean,
Lucius, my boy. How are you? How are you reacting to this monstrosity?
and I quote, "Man, this would be so cool if that man didn't just die."
I am so sorry that took longer than expected.
That's
because
all right.
What my parents called me for was math homework help.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Neither of them are in school though, so.
My dad's getting recertified for something, but is it my turn?
When it comes to turns, you were the first.
Okay. I'm.
There's a
the guy
thing.
that got hit, he looks totally like he's not gonna live, right?
He's inside the crystal and he's dead. There's no situation where this person gets out. You might still hear screams, but there's no situation where this guy gets out of here alive.
Draw my weapon, and I am just gonna fire at him with the gunslinger speeds.
All right, normal.
Did someone say fire?
All right, go ahead and give me that. A 17 hits.
All right, and I am going to expend one of my spell slots to cast my Eldritch Smite on this.
Oh, amazing! Go ahead and give me some damage rolls here.
Well, I have to double check. 1d8 plus another, so that's 48 plus this. So that's 17. Plus 16, so 33.
It's a chunk. You've essentially, this thing has begun to grow legs and arms and apparatuses of which to move around and walk.
And then bonus action Hexblade's Curse because I forgot to do it before. Shit.
It's always a thing, isn't it?
It is, but I always forget it. So now it's cursed, and the next time I hit it, it will do more damage.
You let out a large crack of your gun, and it breaks through crystal as it's trying to form, and you just hear this sound of crystal rubbing against crystal as it like unnaturally forms and shifts with what its body is and how it's structured. And it is positively not cool to look at this thing as a.
I think the stone moving sounds.
No,
you know?
I'm not.
It sounds kind
I'm
of
going
similar.
to then move back here,
All right,
and that is my whole turn.
Castor, there is a thing. There's this creature.
I'm not super intent on engaging in melee combat with this thing. Because it did just kind of absorb a guy's soul.
Yeah, that is fair.
No, he absorbed a guy's person. This, in fact, while it's reforming its body in order to give itself limbs, you actually see that the body is ripped in half, and still being absorbed into now two different spots on this crystalline body.
Is this basically Azura's star from Skyrim?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna move even further back than Clayton to make myself not a target.
Well, hell, listen, this wasn't a goddamn competition. You could.
And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my bow of long.
Your bow of long.
My bow of long.
You can go ahead and shoot your bow of long.
Okay, yeah. Bow of long.
This is essentially a gnarled piece of wood with a string on it that you got from a knoll.
Yeah.
Yeah. You let loose the shot, and it goes careening into this thing, knocking crystal loose. It is not nearly as impressive
There's
as
a
Mr. Clayton.
thing I can do, and I'm trying to remember how to do it. Hold up.
I'm just imagining Clayton.
I think with Kensei's shot you can use your bonus action to make this do extra damage.
Exactly. I'm trying to find where that is. Class features, martial arts, unarmored, monastic, reflecting missiles, path I can't say. Bonus action on my turn to make a ranged attack. Ranged attacks with the Kensei weapon deal an extra 1d4 damage of the weapon's type until the end of the current turn. You gonna do that?
Yeah, sure. Because it's something you don't normally do and you wouldn't know, and you wouldn't have remembered. Then yeah, you can go.
Yeah,
we can
just
say you
rub
did
it in
before.
that I forgot my Hexblade's Curse.
You play so many Hexblades, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
This
It's
is
an
my
extra 1 damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
So you do a total of 6.
And then I shoot again.
Oh my god!
Oh shit, you can do that. That's right.
Extra attack, 5th level.
Yeah, boy, and that's the same
Roll me
thing.
an
Which also
extra
hits, and is
D4.
also way better. And an extra D4 indeed. That's a lot of damage.
That's better.
That is better.
No, 33.
You let loose like like a character from perhaps a popular fictional novel let loose 2 shots, crushing crystal and grating as it just kind of forms around where it was shattered. And you just take a look at this thing that doesn't seem to care. But it is Lucius's turn, and Lucius probably cares about his turn.
What the?
Rude.
Hey, welcome. Sorry, you go first.
What's going on here?
All right, so we learned that these crystals can sometimes animate, and there's probably a reason that they aren't allowed to be bigger than like a 5th size thing when they're done. But Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here decided to mine a whole fucking slab, and it seems like it's intent on devouring all around it.
You realize that Tweedledee is currently like over here in the bush crying and puking, and Tweedledum is currently inside the crystal man.
It's gonna make that the Tweedledum.
Is there? Are you referring to one of the guys? Is Tweedledum the one who got, slurped?
Yeah. Tweedledum got slurped.
I was asking him character. God.
Oh yeah, Tweedledum
God.
Definitely got slurped. They pounded back that shot like it was fucking easy.
Well, I don't know how intelligent that is, but it doesn't look happy.
It don't.
I don't have a face.
Let's.
I mean, it's eating. It's kind of.
At least it's eating healthy.
I don't know if this is gonna help or whatnot, but I'm gonna use some darkness to surround that a little bit. Hopefully, give us a little bit of advantage. I don't know if it can really see us or whatnot.
If you would like to cast darkness, you absolutely can.
And that I will.
And where is this darkness? Where is it that you're putting it? Would you like to draw a shape?
Hang on.
We gotta hold Alt from this.
Spooky
It is encased in darkness, in magical darkness that normal people cannot see through. You all see a cloud of smoky darkness appear before you. What would you like to?
Oh my
anything?
god!
Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
Yeah, Simon, man, you got that weird beetle. You must know something about this. So I'm sure you can do something, right? Here, have a little bit of, just a little.
I believe I'm currently still upstairs.
Yeah, that thing.
No, you're out. You're out with everybody.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember.
I would say that you would followed everybody, unless you want to not be part of this, in which case, no.
No, I was totally following the whole time.
Yeah.
And
Just kind of blacked out there. And yet I'm the one drinking. I mean,
I didn't say I wasn't.
Anyway, you have some inspiration.
Simon, you've gained a bardic inspiration.
I can check off that buy column.
It is now the Crystal Golem's turn, and it uses its action. Get up right here, right hulking over Simon, and with its massive arm forms a even massiver arm that resembles a lot like a club of some sort, and it goes to smash it down on top of you.
And absolutely misses.
That's a +9 to its attack.
Absolutely
And it
misses.
crits.
I said it misses.
No!
I just got.
Unfortunately, even if you use your bardic thing to make that a lower number, it's a crit and it hits automatically.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
But you can
38
do
plus 6.
damage.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
No, you
That's
can't. Lucius can. He can use his reaction to make that damage not as good.
God.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. It's buddy, look out! Shout! It didn't work. The clouds didn't work. Use another bardic inspiration and we'll roll a d4. Right? It's a d8, you know.
I forgot you don't even have eyes.
Hang on.
Only 23, my guy.
So,
Only 23.
Simon, you are
Hang on.
smashed with a 20. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. That is not. Unfortunately, that is not.
No.
It wasn't attacking you.
Yeah, I didn't know he could cutting words to other people, unless he can.
He can.
You can.
but-
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
trying
me.
to
It's
use
just when I see something a thing.
You
I
can't use
will-
You cannot use a jack-dollar on a D8.
Yeah, I will. I will take the damage. Don't worry about it.
He'll be
Well,
fine.
no, I'm
He can-
sorry. I need to roll 3 more D8 because the crit.
I mean, I still appreciate the thought. That's what I mean to say, and it'll be happily within my obituary that I did appreciate
It only
this
takes
thought.
39. That's 39 total.
You take 39 damage, Simon.
Yeah, I do.
So
It hurts. It really hurts. You're not. You hear bone and bone breaking from not only your arms and your joints, but your ribs as it just careens into you.
Oh fuck! Simon. Oh.
Yeah, I have 2 hit points.
God. Oh god damn.
We have the
notice
same
whatever-
number of hit points. What the hell?
Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna see.
I think
Can it...
maybe this is the smart idea.
Alright, cool. So it can do. It can move there, and it is.
Hey, ugly.
Is that?
But it basically kills you, or at least it thinks it does. It hits so hard.
He's just in the ground, face down.
Oh yeah.
And when my turn comes up.
And Clayton, it's going to hit you too now.
Go for it.
It's a 16 plus 9.
So what's that? Like 25?
I think.
Yeah,
I think it hits.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
And it's
Let me
gonna go
just
ahead.
checkmate you real quick.
And you get clubbed in the side, and the similar sounds of cracking bone and breakage. You take 25 points of damage. That is, however, its turn. At the end of it, though, you see that the crystal in its body begin to reform.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, I got a plan. Simon, you do you, but also I've got a plan.
What would you like to do, Simon?
Cry.
Might be worth healing surgery. Going for those 2 sweet D6s.
But even if it hits me again, I'm gonna lose that.
He won't hit you again. I've got a plan for that. He won't hit you again. I told you I got a plan.
When has his plans ever gone awry?
I assure you I have a plan for this.
If you have a plan and you know he won't hit me,
I know he won't hit you.
There's maybe quite possibly the smell of the hint of a plan.
then I would like to cast Mel's Minute Meteor. And then just take 2 shots at him.
All right. You can go ahead and launch 2 shots of your meteor. You're within 5 feet of it, though.
It's not a attack. It's a spell
Oh, it's a
save.
saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. You'd say it's making 2 saving throws then, both of which are dexterity.
Correct. Yes.
It succeeds both of them.
So it's going to take half damage from this.
Takes 5, and then it would take 4.
So 9 total.
You bring about your meteors into existence, and they kind of load up along your arm and along the top of your back, and you just let loose 2 of them immediately into it, smashing it. It appears to mostly dodge some of it in an unnatural speed you would think impossible. But it still hits a good old-fashioned hit as it explodes on the ground, shattering bits of it in different directions. Is there anything else you can do?
I have movement.
It does have
If
a
you
reach of 10 feet, by the way.
If you want to move up to me without leaving its range. It doesn't change a lot of what I'm going to do, but...
Because I don't want to spark the attack of opportunity. But, like, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, turn.
All right.
Really?
You're just limping. You're spitting blood and you're limping.
Yep.
You managed to get behind Clayton. Speaking of which, Clayton.
All right. I'm just gonna turn to Simon and be like, "You don't look so good. Let's get out of here." And I'm gonna grab him by the collar and I cast Thunderstep.
Oh shit! Can you bring somebody with you?
You can.
Yeah.
I can bring up to one willing creature.
Because he
All
can
right.
only upcast it.
Then I would love for a description of this. What do I need to roll? What happens?
I need a con save.
It rolls its con save. It rolls with a +5.
Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a con save. Take 3d10 damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful.
Hey, does that extend to me?
No, because you're teleporting with me.
Okay.
All right, so roll damage because it succeeded, but it's taking half.
All right.
And you can go ahead and move yourself where you're going.
That's 22 to 25 because he's Hexblade cursed.
Right.
And then cut in half to 12. And then I'm going to move. I can move up to 90 feet, so I'm just going to move all the way fucking back here.
All right.
And Simon can come with me.
No, Simon, you get pulled back with him.
He just like immediately falls to his knees, like
Yeah. It's just like, oh, they hit so fucking hard. Oh, are you all right? Are you alive? No. All right, I'm sorry, man. I did not know that he would move that far up and that fast.
It's not okay.
No, I know, but we're okay now, brother.
He saw the
Oh
darkness.
shit! Oh fuck! And that's unfortunately Clayton's turn.
Castor.
I'm gonna move another 40 feet back.
Okay.
Wherever that. Oops. Wherever that brings me, because that's more than this. Off the map.
Yeah.
Probably
to where I've teleported.
Are you running away or are you?
No, I'm just taking my normal movement.
Okay.
And I will shoot at it. And I will also yell at Mozan and his boys to fucking shoot the thing, you dumb fucks! It's been around!
You don't see Mozan anywhere.
Well, fucking...
You do see
like...
Jax, who's currently just watching this.
Well, I'm not directing this at anyone in specific. I mean, I'm surely basically everyone in this town that has like 5 buildings in it is currently aware that there's a big ass thing trying to kill everything.
Okay. You got it. You got this, guys.
Yeah, you know what?
Like
I respect your confidence in your employees. We have health insurance, right?
Anyway,
it's fine if we bait it to the horde. Jax will intervene.
Right.
Big brain.
Jax
I'm
is
sorry.
currently over into the bush towards the north of you guys, tending to the Tweedledee.
Wait a second. That's directly contradictory to what you just said.
I'm sorry.
No.
He is watching on, but he's currently helping out other people, and you guys got this.
That's fine. That's fine. I trust we got this.
What else is Castor doing?
My rib.
Shooting twice.
Okay. Shoot twice. Alright, bonus action, do
That's
more
a miss.
damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is unfortunately a miss.
Hey, look at that!
That one is also a miss.
Fun. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Oh shit! That's both my spell slots too.
I would like to know, are you guys just running into the horde?
If that's the building that's there, yes.
Yeah.
My plan is not to run into a building, but if we, I would just like to stay back so he can't hit me more than anything.
Hey, which building did we stockpile all the black powder in again?
I think we.
Yeah.
Damn
I don't
it.
think you guys ended up actually doing that.
I just think we undid it afterwards.
Yeah. But imagine it would have been. Alright, Lucius.
Hmm.
What do you do in this situation? How do you
Okay,
handle
so
this?
I'm just trying to see. Let me zoom out real quick to just from here to still 60 feet. Stupid fucking turn orders in the way. Hang on.
You can drag it. Yeah.
Here. That works.
What are
But ooh, that doesn't work. But that works. Okay, I'm gonna move. Just gonna.
Right.
And while I'm still in range, I'm going to cast at 3rd level, Healing Word.
All right.
At Simon.
Okay.
So that's going to be. Come on.
Simon, you hear the sweet lullaby of Lucius, and you regain 5 HP.
12.
Oh, sorry, plus that extra 7. Yeah, that's right. 5 plus 7.
He's just gonna go, thank you.
I do need to know whether or not I'm bringing you guys to a different map, though.
Is that where is our cart with our Gatlin? I'm just curious.
On the other side of the horde.
Is the horde like south of this map?
My plan was to kind of stay on this map and like kite him more than anything.
Yeah, because we can move as fast.
No, but like kite him into range of the Gatlin. We need a reason to use the Gatlin. I want to use it.
You can go get the Gatling if you want. You're faster than all of us.
Fair enough. I don't think I'll be able to move it though. I'd have to move the entire cart.
I'm trying to circle around that way. He's like either going to be like running towards you guys or running towards me, or maybe.
I think we'll be fine on this map if we can stay.
I don't want him targeting civilians.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It's not that I care really for them, but they are money and they're customers and don't want unneeded death.
Every single person in this town, unfortunately.
Simon could tell you none of their names.
Even his own.
I
think we're staying on this map.
That's technically another thing. So I am going to attempt to distract it with a very loud, annoying shattering ringing.
You cast Healing Word.
So I can't use the flute magic. Or the loot magic.
You cannot you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
But you can cast cantrip.
Yes.
Fine, I will mock it. Mock it I shall!
Stinky man.
Alright.
Stupid, dull. I've seen shinier rocks than you. Look at my cane.
Nice guy.
Look at how shiny that is.
That is a shiny.
You are dull.
Dull.
Right, I'm gonna roll its wisdom save.
Yes.
Shinier river stones.
Don't know if it even can.
It's
okay.
It failed it.
That's 2d4 and disadvantage on the next attack.
Mock. Perfect form.
Didn't it go up because you're level 5?
Why is that
2d4?
Why is that?
Roll an extra d4. Because you have to change it. You have to go in there and fix it yourself.
What? That's
there's a way to make it scale with your level, but it's really complicated. And I don't remember what it was.
So 6.
All right.
There.
You insult it, and you just feel like you've hurt it in some way. And it is now its turn. I'm trying to figure out where it's going to go. What does it find to be more of a threat? Alright.
I mean, the 2 things he thought he killed just dipped.
It has to, in order to get up right next to you, it has to dash. So you just see this thing kind of get ready to sprint at you, and you see the dust fly underneath it, and it just... And it's right there.
Dear God, it's Naruto running.
It's like Rhino from Spider-Man.
But that's all it can do because of this.
Okay.
So I'd like.
I hope we're not talking about.
And you also see the crystal heal itself as well.
Well, I don't think I have a way of stopping that.
Yeah, I don't know how to stop Crystal Hill.
I mean, maybe radiant, but I don't have gods, so.
My guy is not a god, so I also cannot help.
Contrary to popular belief, he is not a god.
Yeah, I do force damage on my smites.
I mean, just aim at the ground and shoot 2 more meteors into the dirt.
All right.
That's a bonus action, though. You can still cast a spell afterwards.
I just need to do that first.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and roll its dexterity saving throws. 2 of them. It failed both.
4.
Shit. 8.
Oh my god!
Boom, boom. It dodges, like, you're about to, like, launch a meteor right where it's stepping, and then it just jumps over that, but it still gets blasted with the shards, and pieces of crystal smash off of it. What else are you doing?
2nd level magic missile.
All right. Roll the damage of magic missile.
You rolled 1.
That is 1. Okay, well, 2, 3, and then a 4th.
Sub-average dash rolls.
So that's
1, 2,
5,
4,
7,
8,
or 5, 8,
plus 3,
10, 12.
plus 4, plus 3,
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Because each missile does 1d4.
plus 1, right?
All right. So that's how much?
12.
Pew, pew, pew. The shards of crystal get knocked off. You almost knock it off its balance as it's trying to not fall over. Yes.
Alright.
Clayton.
Okay. I'm 10 feet away. I'm gonna move here so I don't leave its attack range, or here so I don't leave its attack range of opportunity.
Right.
And shit, locked in. Well, we're locked in. I have no spells left, but I do have Ray of Frost. I will go with Eldritch Blast. I was thinking Ray of Frost might slow him down, but I can't get away from him, and he doesn't have to go anywhere, so probably not going to be super helpful. All right,
And I would love for you to send out those attacks.
Second shot.
That one hits. The second one hits.
16 points of damage because Hexblade's cursed.
And you, if this thing could look bloodied, it would.
Hey, okay, so that's already good. We're already at half.
Bonus action.
I'm looking if I have any available at this moment. He's already Hexblade cursed. I've already hit him. That was both those things. I'm going to, as a bonus action, or as my movement, the rest of my movement, just get to about like here-ish.
Okay. Castor.
How exactly close am I to him?
I don't know. I don't account for going off the map. You can just run away. You want?
I was a ways off the map. I'm just gonna stay as like where I am essentially, making sure that I'm not in in range to get his attention.
All right, we can do this, and this is how I do with modern technology. You're over there.
Oh God, the wonders of modern technology. Which is why I became a. Anyway, and I'll shoot at him.
All right, go ahead and give me a couple shots.
Can I do something really stupid? No, never mind.
I usually condone it.
It won't work, unfortunately.
Okay.
It would destroy my bow and my hand.
All right.
All right, now I'm interested.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
That does hit.
And an extra D4! 2. So
2!
And 23!
That hits.
For the next
That does
D4.
hit.
With 11.
All right, it's looking pretty bad. It's shattered pieces fall off of it. You notice that the pieces of shattered crystal that fall off of it turn into bugs and burrow into the ground like worms.
Yeah, that tracks.
Hot. That's my turn.
Hot, Lucius.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What do you do? What does Lucius do?
You could still shatter him without hitting us, I think.
Yeah, because it's only 10 feet. You guys are...
Right.
If I just go in the center of him, I mean, the man's...
15 feet wide.
Yeah. Well, take. I'm trying to think of A or B. Yeah, I'll just shatter.
All right.
Very
Go ahead,
loud
shatter.
ringings of what
It is a construct
metal.
figure, and therefore you have advantage, or it has disadvantage on the save.
Nice. All right. Where the hell is... Oh, there it is. Well, bam.
Well, bam. And it needs a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 5. It's a disadvantage on this. So it takes that natural 1, which is a 6, which is a fail. And you watch as just the shattering sound that everybody hears, it pierces your ears, but this thing, it starts breaking and cracking. All sorts of bits fall right off of it.
Oh.
But it is the equivalent of critical. You would say at this current juncture.
Oh, good job, Lucius. I absolutely hated that noise, but I love watching this thing die.
Alright, as I am forming what I will be dubbing heavy metal, I am going to vicious mock, which is going to accompany the shatter
cannot.
as annoying. I can't.
Yeah, shatter is an
Vicious
action.
mockery.
Vicious mockery
Yeah.
is also an action.
Oh shit! Sorry, brain dumb.
It's all right. I have memorized the rulebook, so nobody else has to.
I am not.
I've taken it upon myself to be a huge fucking nerd.
Just say that again. I mean, I will healing words then.
That is a leveled
Right?
spell.
Ah, shit.
I'm going to
You
die.
might not have much to do as a bonus. You can give somebody bardic inspiration.
That would
I
be
believe
good.
that is what you can do,
It-
if you would so choose.
End my turn.
All right. It is now the crystal golem's turn, and you just shattered it, and it heaves into the ground with its massive, spindly fingers that it has created for this action alone, and from it has dug up a huge rock, and it heaves it over at Lucius.
That is an unexpected development.
And oh god, it has disadvantage on this roll because you are very far away from it, but I believe it already had disadvantage because of your the previous vicious mockery. Does a 20, a dirty 20 hit?
I say no, would you believe me?
You're not gonna like this.
And I don't think his scroll would heal.
To persuade you to let it pass. To let it not pass. I mean, wait, shit, fuck. Oh no.
Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, he asked for it.
Oh god.
There's a massive rock hurtling towards you. It is
Cutting
about
words
to
that damage.
crush you.
I could.
You can technically survive this.
I could with 1 point, and I'm thinking of doing it.
Go for it.
That way I can hellish rebuke it.
Oh my. That's right, you
Yep.
can.
He's a creature with 60 feet.
Because you can only have one reaction, yeah. So you would have to
Correct.
choose.
Life or death. And it's also just as bad as we are, right?
Oh
It's
yeah,
pretty bad.
Kind of
it's pretty bad.
theoretically. So theoretically, this may, on the best possible way, or best possible outcome, somehow, I mean, it's not going to take 30 damage, but let's just say Big Al right now. I am at.
No, you are. There's a rock flies through the air, and you see it coming, and you just mother, and it crashes into you, and your leg is currently trapped underneath it, broken and shattered.
Which I do not know.
But you do Hellish Rebuke, am I correct?
Yeah, you motherfucker. I'm gonna say a bunch of curse words I didn't in a language I don't even remember that I learned, that I know, but I'm going to.
Clayton, who speaks Infernal, is like, well, goddamn.
I am going to, like... Has anybody ever seen that Pod People movie?
Yeah.
The pointing, screaming at him? Yeah, I'm gonna do that at him and Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Roll that damage,
So-
and then he needs to make a dexterity saving throw, correct? Correct?
And for you, it's always at second level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going...
He fails. He fails his dexterity saving throw to not burn.
Alright.
So I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah.
There's one there.
I would like you to describe to me how Lucius kills this man. Kills this thing.
Because I am in such pain, adrenaline is like hyperdrive right now, right? My
Right.
anger is through the roof as there's a giant fucking rock crushing my leg, and I don't want to remember all the stupid movies about people's like legs getting crushed and they have to chop them off, and I'm like, please God, no, that is stupid. I don't want to chop my leg off to survive. I hate this. Pointing at him, screeching in random tongues. The fires are so immense on him that he is going to just melt, shatter under the pressure of the fire and flames.
This is what happens. Clayton, you're the only one that understands what he's saying. However, this thing melts. It begins to melt, and the heat inside of it begins to build up, and it cracks and shatters, and bits and pieces go flying past Simon and Clayton, and even Castor. So a bit of it just goes directly into the horde behind you.
Can I catch it?
No.
You disappoint me. You disappoint me
directed
greatly.
at you. It's directed near you. Your deflect missile does not count.
I thought my deflect was like Genji deflect. It takes up 3 hitboxes around me.
No,
It's
no, it is not.
It will never.
There's a scene as the rest of the bits of crystal turn into smaller animals and scurry off.
Well,
However,
that solved nothing.
in the middle of this, some of the creatures, while they're running away, go petrify and just fall over.
All right. We need a fucking team. We need to round these petrified ones up at least. We can do some kind of fucking.
Someone get this fucking rock off my leg!
I'm gonna pull Simon over because Simon is stronger than me, and I'm going to try to assist him into getting this off of his leg.
Yes, Simon will do a better job of that than me.
Simon has a lot of strength.
I'm pretty sure
I have
Castor has a +0, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
have a
dexterous
-1.
boy. Anyway, you guys both heave and hoe, and you manage to get the rock in. It is painful as fragments of bone start to resettle in a different position inside your leg.
Yeah, all right. Listen, pal. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. We're here. We're gonna take care of you. I know almost no medicine, but I'm sure that I can figure something out. And we're gonna help. We're gonna set this leg. We're gonna move you inside, and we're gonna get a rest going.
You need to chop it off.
I'm gonna try a medicine check just to set his leg so we can move him.
Right.
My wisdom's not bad. 11.
I'd say it's okay. It's enough to make a splint to at least hold the leg in one place.
All right,
Using like
okay.
the bit of a probably not the best idea, but it's what you have laying around, a small rod of shattered crystal.
Oh, whoa.
We make do here out in the. You're gonna be fine. And I guess Clayton and Simon are gonna help him inside the bar as I just start
yes.
calling for like people of all gangs to start rounding up these like petrified crystal animals.
Oh, they all eventually show up, and you see the Azer and the Mozan's cards, and all the kobolds eventually actually do show up to the scene and begin doing just that.
Yeah.
Jext himself, after he realizes Tweedledee is fine, gets up and walks with you and helps carry Lucius into the bar.
We're gonna set him down somewhere. We're gonna get him a drink, and we're gonna let this man try to rest and heal because he is our only healer. So we are unfortunately very bad at this.
Just use healing word on yourself. Ugh.
He can action surge or healing surge himself. That's fine. I was gonna do that too.
Yeah, just take a deep breath, forehead.
All right. I'm gonna expend 2 hit dice to try to heal, and I'm gonna highly suggest Lucius do the same.
Just get me a sec. Just.
Okay, 19 extra. Oh, I think that fucking.
Oh yeah, you were provided with liquor.
Don't worry, I had my flask on me.
All right. It's good to hear that. You're gonna be fine. All right, everyone's gonna be fine. Oh wait, I would be at full health because when that creature dropped to 0, I got a 8 hit points.
Oh yeah, nice.
So once again, a fucking combat has ended.
Clayton, when the noose brought into the sky, bringing part of the fragment of whatever this thing is with it, and you absorbed it, you feel off.
I think I ate something bad, technically speaking.
You feel like you don't understand a part of yourself that you have become because of absorbing what this is.
I may have made what we refer to in the Warlock game as a severe boo-boo. But
you're healed.
I am at 100% health, so I don't feel on top of my game, but I didn't feel on top of my game the very first time the gunslinger and I shook hands, so it's an adjustment period. It's fine.
Jex speaks up, and he says, well, it seems that my original hypothesis is wrong. This is not
Thank
an
you,
enemy.
thank you, Sherlock. Truly, you are a voice of reason and wisdom.
Doyle has not yet written that book, Castor.
It's Sherlock may or may not be a real person in this world. Doesn't matter. Anyway, he like helps set Lucius's leg, and he like looks at it, and there's a bit of bone sticking out, and he just looks over at Lucius, and he says, "I'm gonna need you to grit your teeth on something."
Okay. Wooden spoon behind the counter. Give.
Oh yeah, you take it as soon as it's in your mouth, and you feel an immense amount of pain as he resets it.
Yeah, alright, you're gonna be alright, buddy. You got this. I believe in you.
This is something that is new to me, Jex says.
Yeah.
However, I think I know somebody.
Oh, wonderful. That's great.
There is a man that I've made contact before in such travels of my past. I'd imagine he is much older now, but he makes it his business to know other people's business and other things' business.
Due to his kinds of people.
Due to his
sound like my
oh yeah, but due to his relative nature and understanding of government law, there's a good chance that he was not brought in to understand what these crystals is, and would probably be more along the lines of what you would call a freelancer. As such, it would be a much easier. And he kind of like looks up a little bit, thinking to himself, easier in a way to get to him, because there would not be any red tape.
That's wonderful. Should we expect opposition from this man, or should we expect him to be a team player?
If you tell him that I sent you, I would imagine that
he'll try to kill us.
that he'll be a lot more forgiving for trespassing on his property.
All right.
Is there no way of contacting him without trespassing on his property?
I'm sure there is, and I'm absolutely positive I can do it. However, I've, in recent years, decided to take a back seat to the affairs of mortal men.
No, I mean, like, doesn't he have a fucking doorbell or something?
I don't think you can reach it.
Oh,
Convenient.
fascinating.
You see,
Is this like the Emperor or something?
there is a...
It does not actually exist. He's just an idea.
No, not anything like that. The man I would refer you to is a man named Vulcan Drast, a Russian spellcaster, as it were. I believe he has made a name for himself as more of an archmage these years. And he looks over at Simon. You might get along.
I can guarantee you it won't happen.
What?
Yeah.
Only one Russian spellcaster allowed.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Highlander style.
I've heard that this town is not big enough for both of us.
That's a good point. If he's a Russian spellcaster, would Simon have heard of him?
No, I don't know anyone here.
Simon,
Well,
you may this doesn't ring incredibly close to home. If you would love to give me an intelligence check, you may.
An intelligence check?
Well,
How am I supposed to do that?
History would be more involved with this, but Simon would be the closest one to this type of information.
Perhaps Arcana?
No, it would be history.
Oh, well, I know.
Well,
There you
there
go.
You know everything.
Yeah.
So this is something that you went to school in Russia.
I did.
You did. And there's something that they particularly do not want you to know about a man named Vulcan Drast, but you know about a man named Vulcan Drast.
I do know.
You hear him as like almost a symbol of rebellion, in a way. He did not like the fact that his talents were being used for somebody else's gain, that being of his country, so he instead decided to fuck that and leave. And with him, he had...
Deception check.
When he left, though, he took something that is shrouded in a bit more myth than you would like. Something that a history check would, even a natural 20 would be one to actually give you proper information. But what you understand is that he took a tower with him.
Like
and
the whole
that
damn
is
thing?
that is unfortunately, you don't know. You know he took a tower. You don't understand the specifics, but you know, like, in like almost a fairy tale-esque, he just took one with him. Like, straight off the side of the castle of the monarchy. He just took it. Supposedly. Or at least that's the history that you understand. Or the legend that you know. You have...
kind of... Man.
Being as that there is not a missing tower from the castle, you can infer that there may be something else to this.
Like it's more of a metaphor.
Like a metaphor.
Like he took what was essential for that tower. Okay.
Or he took something that didn't belong to him, but now it does. It now does.
Okay.
Oh, is that how ownership works here?
Welcome to the Wild West, pal.
His story rivaled my own. He doesn't say anything further. He just says it like, right?
Uh-huh.
Now,
so what I'm hearing is we're looking for a Russian spellcaster. Came here looking for a better life of sorts. And
I don't think he came here specifically. The last I met him, he was in Iceland.
Iceland is pretty fucking far, my friend.
It's okay. It's last I met him, that's where he was. He travels around a lot. However, I do know that he's here in the West.
Okay. All right. That's a start.
I can look for him. But I want you to know that I will do no more.
and no more needed. But we do want to get the word out to not be rounding up these crystals, because that gets you killed, and worse, it makes Lucius sad. Look at him.
He's very sad.
He's unconscious. He's sleeping this
Look
off.
at that. Look at that man.
Call it sad napping.
Lucius, if you would love to roll me hit dice, say for instance for a short rest that you all may gain,
Okay,
you
cool.
can do that.
I can get my healing surge hit dice back and both of my spell slots. I got both.
How many hit die?
You're level 4. You're level 4, so you get 4 hit dice.
Level 4.
Oh, you're level 5. I'm sorry.
Baby.
I'm sorry. You indeed get more than that. You get one more.
Let's try.
Yeah. I will be right back. And
Wow.
Jax.
Thanks, DM.
No. Jex goes to grab a bottle off the counter, and then goes
6.
downstairs into what you understand to be the Cobalt cave system dug out underneath the town.
All right.
You're just rolling all my. You had your Constitution modifier for each one of those die, by the way, which I don't think you have one. So I don't know. Do you have one?
I just thought I'd bring it up so I could spit in your face.
At least it's not a negative, because it would be a negative for each one of those dice.
While he's going down there, Clayton is just going to be observing all these like random ass crystal.
So, fuck, I wasn't dreaming. I look at my fucking leg and it's still like, oh god.
It was a rough bit of time.
Precious leg.
Can't you just cast fly anyway? It should be a problem.
Once a day.
There's something called concentration, Castor, that's required to really hold those spells for a while.
Oh, I don't have any of
I
that.
focus on the pain, I just fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. That's something that you can do.
But then just don't think about it,
And I
obviously.
re-break my leg.
Again,
After-
I really think you should just remove your legs. It would make it
After
simpler.
an hour, Jex comes back up. The bottle is empty now, and he goes to sit at the opposite end, on the other end of the bar, because it's right behind. That's where the trap door is. And he sits down, and he says, "You're in luck. He's close by."
I usually am.
You're usually close by.
In luck.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm always close, baby.
If
Anyway.
you
Give us that.
if you wish to find him, he kind of points off in a vague direction. You can go that way.
Alright, off we go.
But a word
alright.
Go in the
word of
vague
warning.
direction that is that way.
Yeah.
Warning,
Word of warning. You might find that it's not so easy to get
Being
up to
cheesy.
him.
So easy what? I just heard being cheesy, and I'm sure that wasn't it.
Ain't easy being cheesy.
No, we were asking Will.
Yeah.
What am I?
You said it's not so easy, and then you were gonna say something.
I did say something. I said it won't be so easy to get up to him.
Well, that's not what I wanted to hear, but it's what I expected. Should we? I don't know. Is there something we should bring specifically? Like, does he need proof that you sent us, or Jack sent us? Is all good. I mean, I have my Dragon Keeper's badge, but I don't know if he respects that.
1 second. And he looks down at Helden, who's right next to him, and he asks, "Can you go get one of them?" And then Helden thinks for a second. And so, pronoun game. And goes down. And comes back up. And he takes a single golden scale and hands it to Jex. And Jex in turn hands it to Clayton.
Clayton will very carefully put this into his component pouch, but he's just like, all right, well that tracks. Okay, all right. Lucius, I can take care of the horses in the cart for a bit if you want to rest there. I don't believe this is something we can afford to put off. Being that
there's a table in the horde that two halflings are sitting at. One with reddish hair, one with black, and a mustache. And they kind of like look up to Jex and he says, "Is everything all right?" And Jex just nods to them. For now, it's all right. And they go sit down.
Okay, that's disconcerting. Yeah, don't mess with the crystals. Keep one of our warehouses empty. One of our warehouses has to be somewhat empty.
Gunpowder room.
Yeah, do me a favor, and if you can keep those crystal animals in there and just keep an eye on them. I really don't want this happening again.
I still have my beetle, right? Yes.
Okay. I think so.
I just want to make sure it didn't magically disappear.
If what I know about history to be true, it will happen again.
Those who don't know their history, doomed to repeat it.
Well, also because it became alive once, it's probably going to do it again.
Yeah, that too. But I was going for the more metaphorical route.
I could do it again.
Do it again.
If anybody can give you any information about what's going on here, it's probably going to be Vulcan Drast.
Alright, well, I trust. And we'll all probably be fine. And we will come back and we will just, we will let you know what the issue is. And that's all I got.
Alright. Then have fun. Don't
First
die.
and foremost.
I've grown to like you,
Safe.
Clayton. I'd prefer it if you didn't.
It's gonna take a lot more than a crystalline hell beast with a heck of a right hook to do me in this late in the game.
But two would absolutely.
Oh
walk
yeah,
us.
two of them would
Kill us and
we
take us all out.
yeah,
Immediately.
like that's not even a
Absolutely no
compliment.
chance.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was fucking jacked.
I thought that was.
Anyway, we're gonna head out. We'll be fine.
Yeah, peace.
And I will assist Lucius to the cart because my boy not killing it today.
Bartender, I need another drink.
Yeah,
A bottle finds itself in your hand as soon as you ask for a drink, and it's from a little kobold.
Good old Haugen.
You all go out to your cart, which is on the other side of the horde. And you get inside of it, and you take off into what is essentially the south road out. And you were told that if you went this direction, you would eventually find Vulcan Drast. You make it. This all happens probably in the morning, and after your little rest, and now you've gone out a few hours. Most of the day, it's not afternoon, but it's the sun will go down in the next few hours.
Okay.
And you feel a massive thud underneath the cart, and you feel. No. You look
What did
down,
you run over this time?
There is sand. The horses are spooked, but there is sand underneath you, and there is nothing else. And you stop, and then there's another thud,
Okay, let's not stop. Keep going.
and then there's
Keep
another
going.
thud, and the thuds are getting louder and louder as you you look out. You look out to try to figure out what's making this sound, and you see off into the dusty distance a large mechanical spindly leg that resembles that of a crane raise through a dust cloud and then slam down on the ground and make a loud thud that you can hear and feel in your very being.
A classic.
I recognize that you folk, not all you may be from around here, but
You don't know what the fuck this is.
I 100% know. I was about to be like, but I also do not know what the fuck that is.
It's the legs continue. There are more than one. as more spindly, and you see these crane-like legs that slam down onto the ground, and another one goes in front of that one, another one goes in front of that one. You notice on top of it, as it comes out of the dust, that there is a large chunk of rock with grass on it, a humongous piece of rock that sits upon these giant spindly legs. And upon this piece of rock, you see a giant tower.
Hey, look! We found it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on my eyes of eagle seeing. And I'm just like checking this out, and I'm like,
Oh yes.
well,
you see what appears to be a mage's tower in minute detail. There are structures that jut out from each side of it that don't seem like an architect should have done that. But if what you know about mage's towers to be correct, they don't care. They do not care about architecture, and they make it work.
Simon is ready to just blow out one of these legs. Just absolutely
all right,
let loose on one of them.
What I can gather is we've done it. We've made it into his purview,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we should approach and say hi. You know, just a good old howdy. You know,
the mechanical legs keep bouncing forward, and at a certain point of them moving, you realize that they are not coming towards you.
All right,
as they go past you with the loudest thump, and then it continues walking on its way down into the desert.
All right, Lucius,
do you have any fireworks to signal them with?
What if I cast message? Can I
That's
point
a
at the tower?
distance. Do you want to message the tower?
Yeah, because if I just point in his direction.
What is message's range?
120 feet.
No. This
Can
tower
you send
goes
your-
well
can you send
above.
your
That
owl?
is the length of the legs.
We're gonna have to move in then.
I
Can you
blow up
send-
the leg.
Can you send the owl? Can you send the owl to deliver a message as a familiar? I mean, if he's a mage,
Yeah.
she'll be able to.
I
you
think
got?
you can do that up to only a certain distance. So what does Find Familiar say you can send the owl as a distance
I
up
think it's
to?
100 feet.
I can send it. Well, it can exist beyond that reach. It just
You
only
lose
keeps a
control.
technical telepathic connection for 100 feet.
So would you like to
telepathy,
send?
just tell him to give him tell him a message and tell him to go give it to.
Can we tie something to his
If-
leg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can totally tie it to its leg, but I also think that in the middle of a desert, if you see a snow owl, you're gonna be like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Well, he's a fucking mage. Of course, he's gonna recognize a familiar.
Good.
Is
when
this,
he
Alright.
sees one,
is
and
this
not
what you
kill
would
it,
like
hopefully.
to do?
We could also, and Clayton just kind of points his gun upward. He's like, I mean, just one of these would probably get his attention, right?
How often do you think people randomly shoot at this in the desert? I think that's just going to be something that he's quite used to at this point.
Either that or not
Hmm.
used to. If you saw this, would you just shoot it?
I was ready
Yes.
to
I was
shoot.
not going to shoot at it. I was going to
I
shoot
was
into
ready
the
to
air.
shoot it.
My point stands.
If you guys want more information about what the legs look like, has anybody here seen Wild Wild West?
Season your
No,
Yeah, like that.
I don't watch
Wild
shit movies.
I was
It's-
born yesterday. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it's
What's the
it's
West?
fine. It's basically like crane legs with a little spider. It's basically like a giant mechanical spider made of clockwork. That's what the
Nice.
legs part of this looks like.
All right, so we're looking at two possible options. We send Molotov, and
Molotov.
Mazel
right,
Mazel tov!
right.
Russian Jewish ancestry!
We send Molotov inbound, and I've actually got an idea. If we send a letter that says Jack sent us to confer with you about a matter of great importance, and we enclose the gold dragon scale, then he will 100% know that we mean business here.
All right. If you would like to send your familiar up there, you can.
I'm going to trust Lucius to write it because I don't think any of us have good handwriting except for Lucius.
I don't know how to write.
Well, you see, I'm not literate.
All right.
It's okay.
I was
Lucius
about to
lost a lot
leave,
of blood
but-
today, but he's fine.
When
Can you imagine the doctor saying that? It's like, well, you've lost 8 gallons of blood, but you're fine.
8 gallons?
It's like,
Yeah, walk it up, you pansy.
That's what we give you cocaine for.
This is completely normal for a human being.
After the letter.
He's not a human. He's a tiefling. It's different.
Exactly.
It will just include the gold scale and be like, hell.
All right. What is the exact wording of the letter, and would you like to send it up now?
Lucius.
I'm very quick to send it up. I don't know what it says.
I don't know if you really want me to do it. My character is strong.
If you want, I can write it.
Like, there's never been a situation where the blood alcohol content has been over half your blood, but in this case, it's easier to do that.
More blood has lost than.
I will write, and it will just say,
knock, open up the door, it's real.
Jack sends his regards. We have a matter of great importance we must confer about. Please stop your tower so we may discuss. Include that scale. We're going to wrap that around Molotov's legs, and I'm like, alright.
Wait. And then completely different handwriting. P.S. Sending love and regards, hugs and kisses, XOXO Lucius.
Honestly, I absolutely love the little homely touches that you add to everything, Lucius. Never change.
All right.
Kind of like half like eyes open, like thumbs up.
He's in the cart. So Simon, you tie this letter to your familiar, and you send your familiar up, and it flies. The tower's still moving on its own way. It has its own mission.
Yeah, we are trying to keep pace at least.
You keep pace. It's a good 30 minutes of just trying to keep pace with this thing, dealing with the loud thudding of its legs. Before eventually, Simon, your owl comes back, and it lands on your arm, and there's another message tied to its leg.
I open it.
It blows up!
It says, then come on up. I'm busy and I'm on a schedule.
Has it stopped?
No, it has not stopped. The letter reads, then come on up. I'm on a schedule and I must keep track.
I'm going up the leg.
So
that is not something that is generally easy to do.
You gotta do
it's okay.
really
mathematics
on that.
How far up is it? Like how?
Oh, the legs are at least 120 feet, if not more.
So like a thunderstep teleportation spell would not get me up there.
What if you do two?
It would.
I could technically, and then whoop again, but that would be all my spell slots.
Yeah, you could thunderstep onto. If you're on the leg, there's a different thing because the leg attaches to the bottom of the rock, and then you would have to climb the rock.
Okay.
But we can get to the rock.
It would be much like a situation where you're upside down entirely for a minute, and then it slowly inclines up to where you can get on top of it. But it is not. You don't think that would be an easy climb by any stretch of the imagination?
Seems easy to me.
I could. So here's the thing: I could thunderstep twice to get up there.
Correct.
Or we could just go closer to it and see if a magical staircase appears.
I have Misty Step.
That's only like 20 feet.
It's something, isn't it?
Also, what's really funny is you have Misty Step because I gave you the scroll for it, and I don't even have Misty Step anymore.
No, I got Misty Step because of the book.
Oh, okay. I have 50 feet of hempen rope. Oh my god, I could get up there with 2 thunder steps and then let a rope down.
It's
cool.
So much higher than that.
I was gonna say, 50 feet of rope, over 120 feet high.
See, listen, there's a lot to this. There's the fact that it's keeping its own pace. You would have to get that. You would have to catch onto a leg while the leg is moving. And you would have to climb up the leg.
We can tie to the rope.
Does someone else
make it longer?
I have rope, and then it's 150 feet, roughly, because you have to tie it.
We could make.
It doesn't
anybody
sound
else have?
It doesn't sound like anyone else has 50 feet.
Can we just try approaching it first and see if we can?
We've been approaching it.
We were next to it.
I thought
you're basically riding alongside of it.
Yeah, I thought we were like at least 100 feet away from it still.
Well,
no. It is past you. It passed you while you guys were looking at this monstrosity.
Yeah. So we're keeping pace. So yeah, I could thunderstep up there, and then thunderstep again, and then I could drop a really long rope down.
30 feet. And I
Isn't-
can't upcast it.
Yeah, you can't upcast it,
But I could get to the rope.
which means it's both my spells. Wait,
I could do
Lucius,
Yeah,
can't you fly?
That's
I
what
can, but the problem is, like, I don't know how to necessarily use that correctly here. It's not like I
Well-
can carry you all.
You
No,
can't
but
really
if
carry
you-
people
You
with
can
them.
get yourself.
If you can fly up there, and then you can get the rope set down,
50,
and then we
50 feet.
right, but we can
150.
tie 3 ropes together, and that's 150.
Do we have 30?
Dear God, does that work?
I don't know.
As in a letter, dear God, I was wondering today if 150 feet of rope would be good enough to
Would this
put
be
up on
smart?
scale.
Is this a smart idea? I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm willing to
let's
send it back.
try it. All right, guys, give me the rope.
Yeah, we just sit down, we tie 3 bits of rope together.
Do we have a third? I only
Yeah,
have one.
Castor.
other one. Okay.
I don't have any rope. I have Satan curtains.
All right,
rope.
Satin curtains.
Lucius, do you have rope?
no.
Why?
No one
Okay.
has. Okay.
So I understand that we aren't all playing D&D all the time, but 50 feet of hempen rope is a definite necessity for the future.
I know this, and yet I assumed it was in my inventory until I just checked.
What packs do you have?
Did you take a starting pack?
I've got lemons.
Senor.
It does have lemons.
If you took a starting pack, then it would come with 50 feet. of hempen
Chances
rope.
are it
All
comes
of
with
It
it.
all
depends.
of them.
It depends on what he picked because I think he picked an entertainer's pack, and I don't think that comes with rope.
Yeah, I don't think I would have added it.
But I'm gonna check because this is an
Entertainer's
important
pack.
situation.
2 costumes.
No, it
Nope.
would have added it automatically, or he got rid of it. One of those.
I don't.
Okay.
How long are those curtains?
They're not long. They're more along the lines of like 10 feet long. They're meant
That's
for
cool.
a window.
The leg length.
If they're 2 curtains, then there's 20 feet that attach to
True.
100 feet of rope.
That's true.
There we go.
They are meant for
And
decorative and sun blocking
We put those
material.
at the very end, so that if it breaks, and you only drop 20 feet and not 120.
I mean, they would break no matter what if they were gonna break, because you'd be putting
Right,
body
but
weight
there's
on
a
it.
difference between them going to break at the bottom when you're 20 feet up, and them breaking
But-
when you're at the top and
well,
you're
if-
120.
Well, it would just break when you tried to get on the bottom.
I have an
Depends.
idea.
That depends. That's physics.
No.
I
but-
have an idea.
Mhm.
The cart we're riding, I can levitate that, and then I can fly up with all of this rope curtain crap, and then the cart slightly raises 20 feet. All of that, you guys should be able to climb and
No, there's
all
a
no
weight
problem.
limit. There's a weight
could
limit to
just
this because
make
we figured this out
Yeah.
because I had a character that was literally too fat to levitate.
That's right, yeah. The
Yep.
the maximum weight
How-
you can go.
How much is the carriageway?
The carriage weighs I think 400 pounds, and that's not
400?
including the horses, not including any shit you have inside of it.
And
Yeah.
like the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
It's attached to it.
Of course. Okay.
Look up a carriage.
But
I
it still
believe
should work. It still should work. Ignoring the levitate part, the plan should work, right?
a carriage weighs 600 pounds.
I can
Carriage weighs
guarantee.
600
But
pounds.
let's ignore the levitate. That's not gonna. Yeah, as soon as you started saying ignoring all that other stuff, I'm like, all right, never mind that. But the curtains and the rope, that should work.
Should work.
You should be able to tie a good knot and get those all hooked up together.
I,
And that gives you 120 feet. That's about the length of a leg.
yeah,
We can do
I
this.
can just. I can. Yeah, you guys can do this. And just
Would you
hand
like-
climb the rest.
Did anybody get a grappling hook?
I don't think so.
funny.
Let me guess. I put that on the other character as well. Yes, I did. The other
It's
character.
fine.
You might have to
Well,
find
no.
something to tie it up when you're up there. Where would you like to tie it at the top of a leg, or would you like to tie it to the rock,
Nice.
It's
the
a-
massive rock this tower
Very,
sits on?
very tippy top of the closest thing that I can safely tie it to.
So my
Do not-
understanding is that you have cast the fly spell and are now flying up there.
With the giant tied up mess of material, yes.
You
It's fucking Clayton is saluting.
you fly up there. You fly up
Yep.
there, and immediately, as soon as you get up, pretty close to the rock, you notice that these gargoyles that sit on the outside have decided to start moving.
Hey, I'm assuming I carried the piece of paper.
Oh yeah. You
So
can.
in one hand, I'm like carrying, or one arm, I'm like grasping at the coiled mess of materials all wrapped up, like I'm carrying it down an extension cord. In the other hand, I'm like, whoa, and I reach in my pocket. I'm like, this is weird. I got an invitation.
They
I don't know if you can understand me.
They appear to still be flying at you, and you do not. You don't know. You don't know anatomy of gargoyles that well.
I just see
But
flying.
that does not look like the type of flying that goes to assist somebody with their coat.
Well, good news for you. I have Spell Sniper and Eyes of the Eagle. I can definitely shoot these guys. I'm gonna, if we consider them threatening, can I hit one with Ray of Frost and slow it down?
Would you like to roll initiative?
Or I can cast invisibility, right?
But
You would have to
drop.
concentrate on that. You would drop.
You would drop.
I should have made you invisible before we went up there, but I didn't know that he wouldn't even turn off his security system, that he couldn't even be fucking bothered. It's fine.
This guy seems like a bit of a dick. I think we should go elsewhere.
I'm gonna have with him later. But yes, I will roll it.
I would like to know where elsewhere would you like to go?
I mean, they're flying, I'm flying. I mean,
What you can do is you can.
I can just keep flying around them and keep going up.
If you decide this is what you want, you could decide to land and then invisible, and hope that works.
Yeah, you know
We
what? I'll
would
go
need
with
to
that.
roll.
I'm gonna just kind of be like, all right, this is weird, and
Clayton,
just get to the closest spot above the highest leg, and hopefully hide behind something, and then invisible myself.
I have
Clayton hasn't
God. Here's the thing. I have a map
You know
prepared,
about
but
this
for like
terrain,
so
I
many
don't.
different things that I was not expecting this to be the outcome of it. But it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay because I have.
I don't know why you wouldn't, because you should always be expecting the unexpected in your sessions.
Yeah, I can't do that. So what I'm doing instead, and this is what I want you to know, is that Castor, Clayton, and Simon are still at ground level. So it's very
Correct.
important to realize that that is where they are.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, are flying high in the sky right now.
Yeah. Appa yip.
That is a fact.
Weird. I don't see a giant mech thing.
It's there. It's. This is the part of it where you've caught me off guard.
So we can just say.
But I would
it.
like to know. It's really just. Do you want to fight these things, or do you want to just leave, or do you want to try something?
I don't want to fight, but can I invisible?
Not without dropping.
But if I land on the thing,
invisible.
if I land on the thing and cast invisibility, and then quote unquote run away out of combat, aka just do a lap around this giant rock / machine.
I forgot. This is kind of what things look like right now. Is that you're flying up in the sky, and
Okay,
they
we're right next.
no, you are on the ground. With eagle vision, you can see that these things are here and it flying up in the sky, Clayton. But everybody else, it does kind of see that. Mega, there's something flying towards Lucius.
Hey,
It's so bright, I can't
It
hold
doesn't-
my eyes up there.
it doesn't really look too great right now. It looks to be like our boy is about to be set upon by a lot of gargoyles, and I don't really know if we want to fight or if we want to like hide him.
I really think that this guy seems like a bit of a dick.
He's giving me that air.
Don't talk about Lucius like this.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Shit.
Oh no.
He can try. It might be worth trying to hide from them.
I want you guys to know, you are allowed to run away from a scenario to get better prepared for it and come back. That is not something that you are forbidden from doing at any given time.
That's my stubbornness.
We could go to another town, get a fucking magical ladder that goes up in infinity, and then we can come.
We would still get attacked by the gargoyles. I really don't, like...
They appear to only be aggroed on Lucius. But I would
Tie
like
it to the gargoyle.
I wouldn't say aggroed, I'd just say curious.
Tie it to the gargoyle, and then one by one we'll pull them to the ground and murder them.
See, I'm not very proficient in Wonder Woman's lasso, so I can't really just do that.
And then my big man arms will bring them down.
I want to at least try to get out.
I think you should go invis, like drop go invis, and just go into the tower on your own and see what you can learn. Because it'll be a lot easier.
Fine.
Like if he himself isn't actively aggressive.
Right.
Yeah, you might.
Maybe if you can just inform him that his fucking system isn't working, let his security system still up.
Yeah, arcane mage.
Yeah, I get it. He's like, oh no, it's working perfectly fine.
This is your Uber. You forgot to give me the gate code.
If that's what you would like to try, then what we're going to do is roll initiative and see whether or not you can get to the island and then go invis before they can get attacks off on you.
Alright.
Don't worry, if you drop, we'll catch you.
So...
Okay, let's not get crazy.
Oh, well, mine was a 10.
Or should we
Well, I
roll?
mean, you guys don't have the initiative, right? They can't.
You guys are down there. It depends. Do you guys want to start climbing up?
I technically have spell sniper.
I haven't fucking tied rope to anything.
I have spell sniper. I don't have to go anywhere to intervene with this.
Alright, then...
I have spell sniper in my eyes.
I cannot hit
Are they
them.
within 120 feet? Like in
No.
range of my bow?
No, they are above
Then-
that.
It'd probably be like 150 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my magic can't do anything, so I'm really just like sitting in the cart. Like I can't even look up there. It's so bright.
Does anyone else have a way of levitating something? Because if we could just bring me and the Gatlin up, that'd be great.
Can I see through Molotov to keep eyes on the situation?
Yeah, if you would like, you can send Molotov up there and he can be your eyes and ears.
Sick. Well, only
so
one
yours-
at a time.
You can see this is happening. You can see that Lucius is currently surrounded.
Run through the sea.
Yeah, I can see it too.
So, this is what's happening. They see you. And they wish to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what's currently is happening, as they are flying over to you.
Man, no, not a fucking thing in this world knows how to, I don't know, use words first.
You're gargoyles.
I don't care. Have you seen the show Gargoyles?
I have.
I highly doubt it. You haven't seen, like, anything. But they had feelings, too.
I want you to know that I'm sorry,
Yeah, you better be.
because they have 2 attacks each.
They could all miss.
Yeah, they could all miss. That's 8 attacks.
You do still have your spell scroll of shield that I gave you last time.
You might need it.
If you can get them like a bit lower, I could shock and grasp one of them through Molotov. But other than that, I cannot touch them.
I want to also point out, again, I don't have spell scrolls.
That's fine. That's fine.
You should. I gave
used both.
I gave you one
Shieldian?
on the troll one. I gave you an extra one. Did you use it?
I think
I would have had to because I don't have it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Shit.
Yikes. He does have another one, but he's all the way at the ground.
What is
Yeah,
what is your
I have
AC?
2 more,
What is your
record.
AC?
Good old lucky 13.
You have a coin.
Thank you, God, for
If you want to
reminding me.
say, because this is such a dire situation that I did not prep for, because I did not think that you guys would just send one guy out.
Well,
I
how
figured you
were
would
we gonna
find out.
How
Well-
are we to know that the guy who invited us would still have his fucking security guards?
That's fair. That's fair. But here,
Man,
you can flip the coin before combat properly starts.
God, I really hope that these guys aren't going to
I should have given
poke and prod me with their giant stone weapons.
Oh, whoa.
I forget. Hang on.
One is tails.
One is
one is
tails.
bad. That is the
One is-
crow.
So no head.
Here's the jackdaw.
I
It
can't.
doesn't work
I
for
can't.
that.
That's not how that coin works.
The mechanics of the coin is if you use something to try to influence fate, the coin just doesn't work.
Well, no, it'll just fail no matter what.
Yeah. So there's a thing here. You are grabbed. You are stabbed. You are clawed. You are bitten. You are in the sky, and your magic fails you as you begin to fall, but they are holding on to you as they just kind of rip in, and you begin to fall.
I'm just gonna do this, because I'm sure this is exactly what's happening. Boop. Boop. Boop.
What's happening?
You
So
are,
just
Lucius, you are falling.
Boop.
You are losing
Boop.
consciousness, you are losing blood.
Boop.
You have 1 HP.
Beep. Bop.
God.
Boop.
and
Everybody
I-
has
Oh, we would catch
a
them.
thing that they can try to save Lucius.
Oh.
Can I try? Okay. So this is gonna be crazy. I would like to.
Fuck.
I'm gonna thunder
I
step.
would also like to fuck.
I would like to thunder step to get to him, and then if I catch him, I would like to use my thunder step again before we hit the ground.
That is 2 actions. In
Correct.
a single turn of combat, which you know through Xanathar's guide that falling a single turn is 500 feet.
Mm,
So you
So
have a situation where you have just thunderstepped up to Lucius and caught him.
You should have waited till he was in
However,
range.
you are now falling.
Well, I was asking if that was possible. I wasn't cementing that as my move.
No, you cannot use 2 actions at the same time. So
Okay.
Lucius is falling.
Hold on, I'm looking at what spells I have. I've got one idea.
You do have friends, so you can set up
do.
something and
Alright.
somebody else can do a thing. You do not have to shoulder all of this on
If
your
you,
own.
okay.
spell slots.
If you can, you can bring someone with you with Thunderstep, right?
I can.
If you bring me with you and I'm carrying both of you, I can use my monthly techniques to negate a lot of fall damage.
But only on you.
If I'm carrying them.
If we land on him, can we
Yeah.
use him?
And say there's going to be some extra bludgeoning damage because of that.
All right,
But
so
I'll
here's my
still
idea.
better than negate
My
a lot.
What if?
What is
okay.
the distance of
Oh, even
Thunderstep?
better. Okay, do we have the giant water thing that jettisons a geyser? We can make a jetpack.
Oh, I was thinking to push against him. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have Thunder Wave, that if he gets close enough, I can clap my hands together and push him 10 feet into the air, which would negate his damage falling.
I think that would do more damage because instead of hitting a flat surface, you're being projected
You're hitting
in
a
the
guy
opposite
with
direction.
HP.
But then I'm reducing his total falling.
That's not that's not how momentum works.
Kind of.
What if I hit him with Ray of Frost and his movement speed tree? Fall as fast.
That's what
How
I was
about that,
thinking,
DM?
but I don't have it.
Guys,
I do, but it wouldn't. Okay, so
Because I like.
here's.
I want you to know that there is a very real risk at this point that Lucius will die.
Correct. So here's what my plan is. We can all do something that might work. I can grab Castor and we can thunder step up. Castor can choose to slow fall to take the brunt of it, and then I choose to take the hit of
Does
Lucius falling on me. And
I feel like this is important. So real fast, does the addition, because he is falling alongside with it, does that help? That's a leg.
Fuck!
That's a
wait,
leg.
what do you mean falling along?
We're no longer doing a top-down perspective. This is now a case of he is falling down. So you guys are mainly like right here. and he is falling down towards you, and he is much further up. No, he's all the way up here.
Yeah, it's like 120.
Okay.
Seriously, who has the water pouch right now?
I do.
Give me now.
Do you? Because if we go up there and we grab onto him, then he might be able to use it as a force to move us against.
Yeah, like in Mario Sunshine, right? We're gonna jetpack our way. We probably won't be able to maintain it, but it'll definitely slow our descent. And then on top of that, I can use my slow fall.
And then I can try to grab onto this thing and see if we can all hold on.
You're gonna rip your arm off.
I know I'm gonna rip my arm off, but it's an option. At this point, I would rather me take damage than him.
Can I cast suggestion and tell him not to fall?
What is the distance of Thunderstep?
90 feet. So I'm already gonna have to let him fall for a bit before I. Oh wait, it should be doubled because I'm spell sniper. Or is that only on attack?
I think it's
rolls?
only on attack, on like a spell attack.
Then it's fine then anyway for me to 90 feet, so I can get up there.
So it is. If I can do this properly, then he would have to fall. You are not currently. We're in freeze time right here, so you're there.
We're freeze frame. Please put yourself back.
You're also falling way slower than you would be if it was real time. So.
You're there.
So
that's
I can
90
thunderstep.
feet.
We can get up there. Wait, fucking yeah. Okay, I can thunderstep, move us up there.
Simon, the owl can grab onto us and flap its wings as hard as it can to help as well.
This is not Harry Potter, my friends.
I mean,
even though there was a phoenix up there,
it
will not.
Right.
I want you to understand that it will not help in any way.
What if
an owl tries to lift 5 people or 4 people?
If I cast Unseen Servant and use the owl, we have 2 extra pillows.
So I think our best bet right now is to get the is to send Clayton and Castor up, and then we are going to use the infinite water spout to move us towards this and try to slow our descent that way.
Just by grinding.
Now there's a caveat with that. How much of a distance does that let you push something?
I have to relook at it.
Yeah, look at the decanter of endless water.
I completely forgot to open D&D Beyond.
God.
It's fine. It's right here. And then Simon. Decanter of endless water. 30 gallons of water, 30 feet long, 1 foot wide.
But how much
does it push you? Object is either knocked over or pushed up to 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, so 15 feet.
We're just doing the opposite. All right. So this is what's happening.
Equal and opposite reactions, baby.
And if you're in the air, it does kind of work.
Yeah.
So what I understand, Simon is tossing this to Castor. Clayton is grabbing Castor, thunderstepping up to Lucius. Castor is using it to blast them towards the rafters.
Yeah.
And then
hopefully everybody can grab on.
Correct.
Snow Owl will be grabbing their talons and flapping their wings, because it might not do anything, but it has its own initiative, so it might as well.
Yeah, it feels better.
All right.
I mean, that's like 5 pounds or something.
You all weigh more than 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, but it still diminishes the amount.
It doesn't. It doesn't do it in a meaningful way.
Simon will unfortunately take 3d10 thunder damage because it's within 10 feet of me when I boom. So 25 points of damage, because of course I had to roll well on that.
He has a save, right? There's a con save.
Oh yeah,
right?
con save.
Oh, I do like con.
Are the horses? Never mind.
It's fine.
No, they're farther away.
Yeah,
you're good. So you save for half, so you instead take 12 damage. Clayton and Castor, if I can select the right tool, you instantly find yourself right here.
Do it! Do it!
I unleash the piss beam.
You do, and it rockets you toward this bit of metal. I need everybody here to give me a athletics check to grab onto it.
fine.
Does acrobatics work?
In this case, I will say it does.
Hey!
I run
Oh, no.
fucking
You have a
plus
jack
3. Fine. Bing, here, take it.
Wait a second. My acrobatics is +7. I didn't update it on.
So it's 15.
It's 15.
And
Yes.
Lucius, go ahead and roll again.
Damn it!
It's not a 7 though.
It's not a 7.
Can you bardic inspiration yourself?
Lucius, your two traveling companions appear right before you, grab onto you. A jet of water pushes you and them into the rafters. Castor and Clayton grab onto it, but you are caught by surprise and are currently hit against it and are falling much further down.
Ah, shit. Okay. Now.
I guess let go. Let go and dive after him.
I wouldn't dive after him. I would say because if Clayton can get him, then we can teleport. So can you throw me faster than he's falling?
I can.
Throw me faster than he's falling, or hit me with the geyser and move me 30 feet up.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, you drop. I will aim the geyser at your back.
All right.
You are pushed. You ram into Lucius.
I'm gonna grab onto him, and I'm.
You are falling. You are falling here.
Oh my god.
You both crash down into the ground.
Well, I thunderstepped away. Just.
Yep. Yeah. Thematics. You're on the grounds. You both roll around. Lucius is understandably in a very bad spot. Castor, you're currently climbed about halfway up this thing.
I'm going to climb down because I can do that without too much difficulty.
Yeah, you just begin climbing down, and when the giant structure is much further off, but you're still able to get off. And we're gonna bring ourselves back.
I'm gonna hand fucking Lucius a healing potion. Just be like, listen, I'm so sorry. I did not know that they were gonna fucking attack you. I didn't even know they existed. I'm gonna take the responsibility.
That is a bit on me. You had eagle eye vision. You could have seen that there were gargoyles. You wouldn't have seen them move.
I was literally gonna say, I was like, that's on me. I should have. I had the better eyes. I should have looked it out better. I didn't do a good job.
You did say you looked out onto it, and I did not give you a perception check to try to see if you could notice anything weird. You would have noticed the gargoyles. You would not have noticed them move at all, though. So.
Yeah, it's. Sorry.
We asked Simon to send his owl back with another message, and it's just a picture of a middle finger.
Let's not make enemies of this dude, but we weren't ready for this shit. Okay, duly noted.
No, fuck this guy.
No, we need him. We need this guy. He sucks, but we need him.
Here.
Would you like to send a message up to and what would the message say?
I'm writing this myself.
In Russian.
Yeah, in Russian.
All right.
And it's just gonna be like, hey, so I thought come right up meant we were welcome. And it seems that your buddies, like quote unquote, did not get the message.
You write that message down, you send Molotov up there. 30 minutes go by, another message comes down. If you were sent by Jex, you could take care of them.
Well, yeah, we could have.
Well,
I really don't like this guy. I don't think we should waste our time with him.
I don't like him either, but I don't feel like this is a waste of time. I just feel like he's a dick, and that's a different situation.
There's other ways of getting this information. There's no one piece of information that's controlled by one person in the world.
Let's just go talk to Lena. I'm sure that
we have other ways of researching these crystals. We do. We've learned very specifically.
I tried to learn more.
Yes, in Riverdale. We've learned very specifically that the natives of this land have had many, many legends about this before the colonizations of 1914,
well, you've only ever heard of one.
Whatever.
Yeah, but these crystals are new. They're 20 years old.
Well, yes, because we came in, fucking white people came in and colonized it and discovered the crystals. They clearly knew about it beforehand.
Assuming a lot. I have native blood. Second of all, no, the only time these are talked about is new. These were discovered newly. This is
literally what was in whatever that book is that we read.
There wasn't any book about this.
What book?
There wasn't any book
I
about
don't
this.
remember.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. God
There was a
fucking
passing.
damn,
There was a passing comment from a bar.
You said
There-
you can't read.
The only
Oh, that's alright.
the only thing that gave you any information that this is something that other people knew about before the colonization happened was the passing comment from the bard you desperately wanted to kill, who said
yeah.
that Lena wanted to ask something about a crystal god and she knew a tale.
There you go. It's basically a book.
You didn't exactly share that information with us, number one. Number two, we can put our feelers out all we want. This is something we might have to come fucking back to.
Yeah, to destroy.
No. What the fuck, Castor? We don't have to destroy everything we run into.
Simon's
We don't
gonna
have to cooperate with everyone we run into either.
It works a hell of a lot better when we cooperate.
Has it?
Yes! We're all alive from cooperation!
We
Look at
defended
our
an entire
cooperation
town.
right now! Look at how well we cooperated there. That was great. I'm just saying there are merits to not making enemies, is all.
I am going to unarmed strike Castor for 0 damage because I have a -1 strength, so it does nothing. I am also at 1 HP, so it makes sense.
Exactly, Lucius.
Just
We
shut up, Castor.
We're gonna have to come back to this. We aren't ready for that until we can get more than one of us up there.
I really don't think we should bother, but if you want to.
Does
I will.
Lucius have an Arcana
I do.
proficiency? No, but does Lucius?
I got +4.
Oh, you have proficiency in it.
Listen, you are.
I mean,
He has Jack of all trades, right?
so does that mean scribe me fly? And then I can copy it down and cast it.
Know it. The loot does.
The loot does it. Kind of spell he knows.
That's what the loot does.
Loot does.
Yeah.
I just know it plays
I
60.
just kind of read the fucking scribbles in the back of the loot that someone defaced it with.
I do have another idea. There's something called a climbing kit. It'll let us at least be a little safer going up these fucking things. And next time, I have a spell that I haven't cast yet that would be really important. Before we go up there, I'm gonna hit somebody with protection from evil and good. It's just
The loot knows that too.
great. We can double. We can double up, and
The
we're
loot knows that.
going to be able to help protect some people going up there. I think our next best shot is climbing up those legs, but we don't have what we need for it right now. So let's just go into town somewhere, let's grab some shit, and let's actually gear up for this instead of dicking around and running forward, knives out, guns a-blazing before we get ourselves killed again.
What if I go back up there and I try to talk to them?
Castor,
That's a good
fucking
point.
Lucius,
That's a good
respectfully, if you say something like that again at 1 HP, I will knock you out my goddamn self.
Okay, but could I get a drink then?
Yeah,
I
you
am
can
the one.
definitely get
You
a drink.
have your own supply in the back of the car.
I'm running very low in my flask. Can someone
Right.
take me off?
Yeah, let's go find a closer town.
I
and
know how
let's
to
go,
make one of your drinks.
let's go get set
I
up.
mean, pour the
You do
alcohol
know-
straight into it.
You do know that the closest town would be Riverdale, and you do know there is a stocked shop.
All right, let's actually prepare for this time.
We going back.
Wait, which way was the guy going?
He was going more west.
All right, so we're gonna have to adjust our movements there forward, and
But you know you
Fuck.
headed south from the position of Riverdale.
listen.
So you can easily adjust and you can fight
Yeah.
it again.
I was like, Simon, you're a rather smart fellow. I trust you know how angles work and how we can work that shit out. Let's go.
He's just got like in a notebook.
You guys eventually make your way back to Riverdale.
Wait,
It is
what
nighttime
if we
now.
instead head to the whatever town we just so happened to stumble upon in its direction. A new town, new setting, fresh faces. But fresh faces.
Assuming that he's heading towards town.
There's got to be one somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what? I like your attitude. You know?
You want to travel for weeks alongside this thing until you eventually come to another town? Or
now that
yeah.
Weeks, it could be hours.
I don't want to wait. So out of character, GM. Would it be weeks or would it be hours?
It would be at least a week.
At least no problem.
No, I don't want to do it. No, a whole nother.
There aren't a whole lot of towns that are very close to each other, especially on horseback.
It's the West.
Maybe we find more hat merchants.
I could get a new hat.
Would you like to go? Are you going back to Riverdale?
That's what we're trying to decide.
I think that might be that's the better choice for functionality's sake. But for story-wise, if we want to find another town, I'm not against it. It's going to be a week of us legitimately doing nothing because we don't have access to any downtown.
Yeah, but fast forward,
And
then boom.
I do want to point a couple points on a jigsaw puzzle together. This thing, you don't know how long this thing has been here, but you know it's been here long enough that Jex knew he was here in the West researching something. You don't know how long he's been here, but the fact that this isn't something that comes up on people's radar probably means it's avoiding cities.
Okay, so shit.
Were there tracks in the ground before he made them?
There are tracks now.
All right.
So we
he's
can
not
track it
following-
later.
Yeah, so we can follow him.
No matter if we go to a new town or not, or the old town, we can still find them.
Unless we pick the wrong direction
Yeah.
and we go backwards.
If the closest town is Riverdale,
Just go back.
I'd suggest just going back and doing that. If there's a place to stop along the way that makes sense, that won't quote unquote waste time.
If you have something prepared.
Yeah.
You do have a map that you got all the way back in session 2.
Yeah.
And
I
it
got a
does
nice-
detail that going along that way, you won't catch him in a town with that thing. But there is a
Yeah, so-
town. I have a name written down here somewhere. I want to.
But
I just have
if
to
we were
look it
to
up.
go to said town, would we still be able to get back on our track? when
You
we're in school?
you might. This is not a bandit town, so you don't have like free reign. And if your bounties have been circulated, you might run into problems there. But it is an option. I wanted to be clear because I think I'm always clear to the point where it's like this is stuff that you might run into, and it sounds like I'm trying to tell you not to go there, and it's not the case.
I'm not worried about bandits.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we're normal people.
It's normal
We
people.
We can go to that town. Yeah. Yeah,
There's
I'm sorry. You have to have this many class levels to concern me.
Real fast, I'm just looking up because there are a couple things here. Dunes Reach. Sorry, the name was
Dunes Reach.
so obscured in my notes. But there is a town
let's-
called Dunes Reach that you can eventually run into.
Let's move towards Dunes Reach then. If we don't want to go back, let's gear up and let's try
It is a
this.
couple of days travel, but you would follow alongside this thing all the way up.
All
to
right,
it.
we'd stay a little closer to it, and we'd be able to catch it sooner. So Dunes Reach seems
The
fine.
sound of thuds becomes like his background noise.
It's in you. Without it, you're naked, right?
Yeah. and let's, Lucius. This has not been your day.
You might want to take a sleep. Take a nice
Yeah,
sleep.
Lucius, you rest. I'll drive us. there.
With the
That's
food
it.
provided by Simon's Hunting, the water provided by a geyser from a flask of infinite water.
I'll toss that back, by the way, so it's in the right inventories.
Yeah. Okay.
You all take a long rest. Absolutely take a long rest by this point. All your hit dice are back. You're healed up. You're not like thematically you have braced and bandaged, but you have full health. Right. It's important to note that.
And actually, though,
Bruised.
God, I am.
You're not. It's not been your day. It's not been your day.
It's
I
been-
figured and I'm sorry, this is something I should have figured into it. That I probably should have given you more of a better idea about his personality and what he might try. I also should have given a bit more about the gargoyles. I should have made it maybe more clear that going up alone is a bad idea.
Hey,
Yeah. But it's funny.
yeah, everyone's alive through both of my warlock spell slots, decanters of endless waters, cool monk shit, and a singular snow owl doing his best. So
Oh yeah, is he still intact or did he die from?
No,
trying
he's
to
good.
stretch that?
He was small enough. He must have been.
did the bird die from flying?
Did he flap? Already ripped himself in half.
No, it's
Well, if you thunder stepped away, you
No.
would have done damage, and it would have just exploded the bird.
No, but the bird probably would have let go when we slammed ourselves into the pillar and then let Lucius fall again.
yeah. Your Molotov's fine.
Well, it's
There's
Mazel tov is fine.
you travel for 3 days, and you eventually find what you seem to understand is Dune's Reach. There is a canyon that goes down and back up. It's not huge. It's not big. It's not the Grand Canyon, but it is a canyon.
It's a great canyon.
It's a great canyon. It's a good canyon. It's a good. It's a good canyon. It's not a great canyon. It's a good canyon.
The adequate value.
Good cannon.
It's an adequate valued canyon.
Adequate Valley is a great band name.
At the bottom of this canyon, there is a town.
Yeah.
In this town, you notice a fire.
Good thing we have endless water.
Yeah.
Is it,
Would you
are
like?
they having a bonfire or?
No,
I'm gonna use my.
there are paths that lead down. You can look out and you see an apparatus that appears to have crashed into a building and has set it on fire. And there are people outside, and there are two individuals who are currently in handcuffs. 2 halflings.
Oh yeah.
One with
we
red
get
hair,
hero.
and you're so minute detail. One with black hair and a mustache.
Yep. Okay.
And you know exactly who you saw these guys earlier today, or
Yep.
4 days ago.
Yeah, they
Sorry.
were in the bar with Jext.
You don't know their
Ooh,
story.
It sounds like we can take this opportunity to be a hero to the town and gain favor.
Yeah.
It seems like the law enforcement already have this under control, except for the fire.
Well, fuck the law. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fire.
You can travel there. You can get there, and you arrive to the city limits after some time of traveling, and you see that there's a fire. There are a lot of angry-looking people. There's a church that is on fire, and there seems to be a weird mechanical.
Oh, it's
apparatus.
just a church. Whatever.
There's a
It
weird
se-
what?
There's a weird apparatus that you see the tail end of that is inside of the church now, made a new entranceway, a new air duct, as it were, that is letting the fire out.
Blast it with water.
Yeah, if you would like.
Fire wizard, use your water.
Got Ray of Frost.
We're
Yeah.
super far.
No,
I
you
spell-
can get there now. You
I have
can
a
get there.
120-foot range. I can Ray of
There
Frost.
there is a bucket train from a
Sick
well, and they're tossing it into the fire, but it's not doing.
like-
There is a point where some people are looking like, "Let it burn, we'll rebuild it."
Yeah, it's just, and then Clayton just pulls out a gun, and everyone's like, "What the?" And then he just starts shooting ice magic into the fucking fire, just like.
You do something. You do something better than what a person with a bucket and a train of people with more buckets could do.
We have
And you are-
giant geyser. Just use it.
You could use a giant geyser.
Yeah, I'm uncorking the geyser and just starting to do it.
Simon, you uncork the geyser, and you flood the church, but it is better than being on fire. And
Oh, no, we have blood damage.
a lawman who come up with his hand on his gun, realized what you guys are doing.
I've got my
Liz
hat
is-
lowered just a little bit.
Yeah, he leaves his hand out and just, yo, who the hell are you?
Where? Do we have a name yet?
Yeah,
The name is.
I've been
Let's
calling you the
get
Travelers.
Let's decide on a name right now. I've been referring to us as Good Company
Are
because
we really?
I
Because-
feel like in character, we should probably do that the next time. Like we have a sit down.
Like everyone's turning around, like talking to each other. Like, wait, what's our name again?
What are we talking?
I will mentally take note. Like, oh man, we should talk about that later.
Let's talk about we're just passing through. We're travelers.
Are
The
you
bird's
now?
name is Muzzletough.
Molotov. It's Molotov.
He
Like,
looks.
Molotov.
He looks at the
What?
snow white bird on your shoulder, and he's. Well. He just kind of stops for a moment. He doesn't know how to respond to that.
Pretty cool, right?
We're,
It is.
just
It
water.
is, and I am most enthralled by your bag of water.
Cool bird.
I don't know what you mean.
It's just something we picked up along
You
the way.
you put out a church that we thought we were gonna have to repair all the way from the ground up.
You probably.
That's
should.
what we call an act of God.
No thanks. No thanks to these two rapscallions over here. He walks over and slaps one above the head.
Yeah, I mean,
When they were
that's
bringing their machine from the sky and crashing it right down, and they say it was an accident. We didn't. The math wasn't right, and we lost air velocity, and we crashed.
Ugh,
And we're sorry.
fucking scientists, please.
Yeah.
Shut up.
We didn't. It
There,
wasn't on
please.
purpose. We had to make a crash landing. We didn't mean to crash into. Shut up.
These criminals speak their tongues.
And Simon is just like, this is kind of sensitive.
Who are I forget who are these people again?
These were
you don't
these
know
are
them.
two random halflings that were in the bar that like asked Jex a question.
Like asking if it was okay now because the crystals, and then Jack said, "Yeah, for now." And now you're finding them here,
You know what, let's-
4
let's
days ahead of you.
Put my hands up. All right, let's give these people the chance to speak. You know, accidents do
They-
happen.
They crashed their scientific machine from the sky
Science is
Into
the
a-
worst.
into a place of heaven, into a holy ground.
Catch fire.
No, again, he's only a tiefling. That's not exactly how that works.
I didn't study Tiefling. Don't step in here. We don't know what
There's
happened.
no way a devil would come on here and try to help us out. No, that's a goat man. That's one of them. That's one of them satyrs I heard from my fairy tales. Has to be.
Very like.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
devil would burn. The devil would want fire. The goat man wants tricks. I'm fine. As long as you don't bring your tricks in here.
Maybe halflings are devil. They'll ask for fire.
Fucking Clayton's like mark on his hand is just like slowly simmering under his clothes, and he's just like, you know what? That's 100%. A man of the devil would never have come in here and tried to help you in any sort of way. You got that right. Again, we're just passing through. I need to stop for some supplies, look for a couple things.
Well, I imagine that you've brought us a kindness, and I would love. And I speak for. Do I speak for everybody here? And there's some people that say, yeah, just one guy, yeah. So I speak for everybody here when I say.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion so that it sounds like more people are agreeing.
It does. There's a yeah. There's a lot of yes. There's the yeah.
That mentality. It's
There's a
basically
hat.
mass
There's
suggestion.
you make one of the illusions is a hat flying into the air and falling down.
Just,
But it's a fucking graduation.
If there is,
I may have slipped up, but I
a chef's hat?
Yeah, I trust you won't see it.
if there is anything I can do, we can do, us as a collective of a town of Doomsreach can do, I would gladly be my honor to help out.
Do
You
you
got
have,
any lemons?
Yeah, do you have climbing gear?
Plenty of lemons. Actually, you got 42.
I'll
Yeah,
take your entire stock.
We need climbing kits and something that can. I will let you know. I will do more thought into this, and I will come back to you. But the climbing kit definitely.
The
Yeah.
halfling, the one with black hair, is looking at you. You know, Jext.
Nope.
Clayton looks down and just kind of does that like he didn't respond, but he purposefully didn't respond in a way that's like maybe like it's just like
You know what, sir? I don't usually ask for like anything with these things, but if I could have one thing, I would like to take responsibility of those two. If
Of
anything
these
else
two?
happens,
Of these two right here, these two Rapsky slaps one in
And
the
if
back of the head.
anything else happens, I will take full responsibility, and you can send me to the gallows.
We
Wait,
would like
you
to
don't.
punish them ourselves with our bare hands.
And force them to rebuild
When a
your
goat
church.
man,
Yeah,
when a satyr asks for something from a kindness, and he looks back, you give it to him. You give it to that satyr,
That's how Fae work, yeah.
That's just fact, yeah.
or else we'll like get that Zeus guy fella. I don't know. I don't follow that religion, but you know, you respect the gods. You respect.
No,
them.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it on the head, yeah.
If you think you can keep their punishment, keep them out of our town, I'll gladly send them over to you.
I assure you that we will
Yeah,
do
will do.
We also need our plane.
I don't know. I don't understand these words, and I'm just gonna like slap one. But like again, my strength is also -1, so it like doesn't hurt at all. It's just
like a
for
light
show.
breeze.
Yeah, it's like
What?
It does
We all need
negative
to-
damage, so it actually heals them.
Fuck up.
These Satan words, get them out. Get
I
them
can't
out.
stand it.
Planes.
Never. Let's go.
Disrespect.
I don't want to hear another word from you until we are in a location where none of the other townsfolk would have to hear these phrases that you utter. Let's go.
I mean, come on, we just and then the red-haired one just like bonks him with his own head. It's like, shut up. So, yes, we have done a terrible thing. And he just bonks him again. Shut up. It's
In their
okay.
ear, just like, can you just shut the fuck up so we can talk about this later?
Can
I
we
can't
just-
fucking stand it.
No,
Let's go.
Absolutely. Come on.
Simon's just still shooting water.
It's working.
Good.
It's working. And you
He's becoming a water wizard.
you bring them there, and they thank you. It's just like we didn't realize Jack's reach go all the way out here. Hi, the black-haired one. My name's Wilbur, and the other one. This is my brother Orville. We're the Wright brothers.
Fucking God damn it.
I knew it too.
And that's where we're ending the session for today.
Of course, because he can't stand to face the tirade that he's gonna receive in front of people. He's gotta end the stream before we lambast him for the rest of his life.
And that is the story of how you guys found a tower that moves and two people that may be able to get you up there. I don't know. Who knows? It's probably their specialty. It's probably something they can do.
They lost their one plane. They can't possibly make it again. They're useless. Stockades.
okay.
It's still not a bad idea for us to get.
It's a bad idea. This is a time you know that there are no such things as planes. This is a time where they do not exist
Until today.
But I would love to see how our travelers, our merry bands, or not merry, decide how they want to tackle this situation moving forward.
How drunk was I when I married this group?
It's all right.
There's a lot I could have accounted for better. There's a lot I could have run better, and I'll take notes, mental notes, written down in blood, in my skin, and I will do it better. And I'm sorry. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today.
I did. I had fun.
This is, by the way, this is what happens when you enter level 5. This is what happens. Everything's out the window. Bandits. There was a dragon. He was on your side. No more.
Yeah, the
Level
dragon
5.
is no longer on your side.
Good thing we didn't go back to Riverdale.
It should feel like when you reach level 5, just that little notification comes up that just says the dragon is no longer on your side.
Everyone just like that.
Teams have been auto
The training wheels have come off.
Teams have been auto-balanced. That one got me.
Everybody who is watching at home, I would love to say thank you. And I would love to invite you. I would love to invite you a week from now when we do this again. But for now, I'd love to bid everybody here a good, solid day. A good day, a good night.
Bring a party gift.
Well,
And I'll see everybody later.
10 gifted
love.
subs at
No,
No.
least. Condition of your
I do not have money. That's $50 right there that I do not have. All right.
And it's a gift.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.